Wow, look at this lost one. You must be lost because I don't see no cute birds here.
Hello, Tiny.
Ah! That surprised me. I had the headset off. Oh, Sen will invite you. Or request again. Sunable.
How about that? Turn down some music. What do you say?
Sen will invite you or invite request again. They're already there. Why can't I press button? I can't press button.
What's that noise? Hello.
How you doing?
Is that another desktop, Yoland?
It helps me stay awake.
Hello,
I can't
Sam.
believe this.
Hi.
Cool. How do you doing Zenless today?
Not today, but yesterday.
I mean, yesterday.
Yeah.
A new outfit?
Well, I've had this for a while. It's just don't show it
I
that
can't
often.
press the button.
Not on stream anyway.
Tiny bird and tiny cat. Hello.
Oh, okay, I won't lie.
Very 80s chic. Ah, Yulen's pissing. This cat okay?
You were asking that the last time we were here.
He's doing his best.
I feel like they changed the lighting down here since last time. Like it's more orange. I did set my video. Oh, that's why it looks like that. Yeah, I have my VR headset on full brightness when playing other games. It's on a fur day. Hello.
I thought about putting a video in the queue, and then I just decided not to. But I'll tell you what it would have been.
Turkey Slurpee?
No. I'm looking it up real quick. It would have been graphic live giant isopod fried rice.
Oh god. Did you send that to me, then?
Did I send that to you?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Do you want me to send it to you?
No, someone sent that to me and it was... Or did I Google it? I don't know.
So, Como has come into my chat and brought it up 18 times.
That did sound familiar.
It's really disgusting.
Okay, I think that's good.
I was gonna say, I'm not blocking the screen. I think I'm the tallest one here today. Unusually.
Right here, it says elegant, refined, and enticing. Sounds like my Tinder profile years ago. This time we're showing you how the cruise actually works. How do the expeditions work? We're gonna try to walk in right away. See about a 600-pound seal. This looks like me after going to an all-you-can-eat buffet. And we'll be trying every single restaurant on this
Heart doesn't glow.
restaurant with unlimited steaks where they actually let you cook your own meats.
Not
Right
this
now we're
one.
headed to our first restaurant. But before we go there, let me explain how the itinerary for a cruise like this works.
First, we started in Minnesota, then flew to Miami, then flew to Santiago, Chile, and spent the night. The next day, we flew 4 hours to a small southern Chilean city called Puerto Williams. From here, we finally boarded the ship, and the real journey could begin.
All right, guys, welcome to the first restaurant of this video. It's called The Restaurant. Let's go. Ah, lovely. A table here
The
by
Restaurant.
ocean. So what's unique about this restaurant is this is the only
Ugh.
restaurant on the entire ship out of 4 of them
Restaurant
that
love.
require a reservation before coming. And so actually, I put off coming to this restaurant for a long time because I thought, man, if anybody can go here, is it worth going to? You know what I mean? Turns out it's amazing. So I'm gonna look at the menu right now and pick out a couple of things to show you what you get at the restaurant that doesn't require a reservation on this Antarctic cruise. All right, folks, our first course has arrived, and I've got 2 appetizers, and you can do that here because you can do whatever you want. You can
I
eat
totally
until you have a heart attack, then
didn't
you
nearly
can
fall
go
asleep
or
right
you can
before
come
this.
to the sharks. Right here we have
There, now it's centered.
foie gras. I think it's a fruity base. There's some bread on the side. It looks delicious. Give it a little bit of a cut. Rip off some of this bread. Let's try it again. And there we go. The perfect bite. Cheers.
Alright, I can see. I can now look at chat.
With the menu, there is a small section that changes every day, and they have
There's a volume slider in the video player itself. There's a volume slider outside of the video player. Right below it, there's a volume slider in the options menu.
scallops and maple candied bacon.
Huh?
I mean, does it get any more Canadian than that? That is the maple
There are
bacon.
3 volume sliders for this video player. And they all work.
We all know bacon
So if you want to increase the volume 3 times, you could do that.
even more delicious. This is a great start. I'm secretly gonna order this 3 more times in a row, then get my main course. All right, folks, our main course is right here. Another taste of Canada. Maple glazed fillet of salmon,
You know, it's
lemon
like
and nut
a
butter
lot of
sauce, mushy
TVs
peas,
post
potato wafers.
cable TV that have like
Where's the
3
potato
remote
wafers?
controls
They
or
ran out
more
of potato
now.
wafers. Lettuce, removal.
Uh huh.
Oh, yeah,
All he needs a phone.
Ooh, is that salmon?
We don't
or
need
tuna?
controls
What's
anymore.
happening right now? Well, we have
Yeah,
salmon.
anymore, yeah.
I think my salmon became a tuna, but we're gonna try it out regardless.
Hey
I'm also
chat, how are you
confused
guys
'cause today feels
doing?
like a Saturday.
It tastes very meaty.
Oh, I love salmon. so
So
much.
this is the restaurant, but there's a lot more to see on this ship. Next, what we're gonna do is a full tour of
just
the
had
ship
some
from
sushi.
bottom to top, every floor. Let's go. Right now we're on level 3, but level
I
3
want
is
sushi
closed at the
now.
moment. This level is used for getting
Give
off
me
of
your
the ship
sushi
and onto
in
the Zodiac
Chernobyl.
coast before we do a landing on land. Now we have entered floor 4. Here they just
I
have
think
the
Error is avoiding the stream now
$30 for
because
three
the
of my
berry.
In the last episode, this is the only restaurant where you actually have to pay money in order to eat there. But then you also have
I've
the
tried.
restaurant.
I tried to warn them too.
We now come to the 5th floor where they have a few different shops, starting with the boutique. This is a fancy way to say store, I guess. Look, you could buy diamonds. How's the diamond shopping going today?
It's perfectly fine.
My
Waiting for you.
My sister's
Yeah,
going on a
today-
cruise
we
like next
also
week.
have the photo studio. This is a great place for people who are interested
I don't
in
get the big
photography or
deal.
getting better at photography. To do photography, I had too much espresso. Next, my favorite place to go on
I
floor
hear
5,
so
Dolce
many mixed
Vita.
things
This
about going
is
on
a cocktail
cruises.
lounge. It's very classy. They have live music. They have tons of different
It's probably
cocktails.
fun
goes to
for like a
friends
little
like once a
bit.
year.
Highly recommend it. Now we're coming up to floor number 6. This
For
is
like
a
a
I think
week,
she likes
sure.
it because she can drink in international
For
waters.
example, they have reception. They have the expedition desk where you can sign up for things like kayaking. They have the future cruising desk where you can sign up for even more cruises. And then they have this back here. This is the show lounge. This is the place for lectures on things like rocks and penguins. And the best part is at the end of every day, we do a debrief where we talk about what happened that day and we talk about what's going to happen the next day. And welcome to floor number 7. This place is home to the only Italian restaurant on the ship, La Terrazzo. Let's go take a look. Terrazza. It's Terrazza. I don't want to redo the thing where I come out of the elevators. Can we cool? Guys, we cool? Same page? Not currently open. I see cooking happening. Hi, how you doing? So this is the final restaurant we'll be trying out in this video. Check out this view from the back. Holy guacamole, am I right? And then right here you can see the Zodiacs getting some rest before the next mission. Right out there you can see a giant iceberg, and all day you just see these things going by you. It's really unbelievable and quite
Antarctica.
breathtaking. We have only 2 floors remaining. We're coming up to floor 8, and there is a lot of action.
Kind of makes me want to
here.
go back to that
Starting
sailing
with-
world.
This is the Panorama Lounge. It's a good place to get coffee, tea. There's a humidor where you can smoke cigars. Humidor, and it has some of the best views of any place on the boat. Just across the Panorama Lounge,
Of course, the cigar smokers get the good view.
Heated, and there are 2 jacuzzis, one on either side. Really amazing. Then just beyond the pool, we have another
cigar
restaurant.
paid
place
for
is
this
called The
cruise.
Grill, and they
Big
specialize
cigar.
in meat that you grill at your table. But it's not Korean barbecue. This is something like stone barbecue. You're gonna see how it works.
Who's
next
punching their
after
mic?
this tour. I'm redoing that. Alas, we are going to the final floor, the 9th floor. And this floor has one
They
of
have
my
a good
favorite and most
Blue
essential
Marlin
things
steak.
I
That sounds
always need when I travel,
expensive,
and
but
no,
you
it's
did
not
pay
alcohol,
for the
okay?
cruise.
Welcome to the gym. This place is highly important if you want to double the amount that you can eat
I-
and drink
Global,
without gaining
I
way
swear
too
to
much
God.
weight. There's a walking
That's
track
core,
outside on this floor.
and
but
I
you
always
can
tell
come
her
here,
not
you
to
can
do
walk
that.
On this treadmill.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
More than once I've been on this treadmill looking out this
You
window
mute
and I
on
see
VR
whales
chat
coming up. In the other room, they also
before
have
you
some
do- I don't
little
know how
weights,
you
and
do
that's
it
nice
for
too. So they also have a
stream,
spa and a salon.
That's
as well. Have you ever been on a
that's,
ship and
for,
needed a
that's
haircut?
mainly for
This is the
stream.
place. In addition to a haircut, you can also get the most
Well, we hear it
expensive
in VR
massage of your
chat,
life,
too.
costing upwards of $300. So I've been self-massaging. Not like that. This is my second favorite part that is not food or alcohol related, the sauna. Come take a look.
But yeah, that is something I hear about cruises too.
They
Is
also have
you're
a
gonna
steam room
put
in
on
here,
like
too.
10
Well, that is almost
pounds
everything there
doing
is
that.
for mermaids. The
That sounds like
Observation
it.
Lounge/library. This
That
is a
means the
great
food is
place to
good.
quiet down, to reflect on your life, to ask yourself, hey, why
And
did
you
I
get a
pay
lot
that
of
much
it,
for this
and
cruise?
not
Was it
much,
worth it? Do you wanna
physical
go look at my
activity.
finances more closely to see if I can actually afford this. Thoughts like that. Let's be quiet.
Well, even less than one made yet.
What is he doing?
Chilled out place of the entire boat. They've got a coffee maker.
Like,
You can get
camera
some
person,
food,
go.
relax, read, and take in the amazing views on the bow of the ship. Alas, this is the highest point on the front of the ship, and that is the end of this tour. Again, it's not like a Carnival Cruise Airlines boat line. Again, it's not a giant ship. It's not like Carnival where they pack 50,000 people onto a boat. And it's not like Carnival where if everybody flushed the toilet at the same time, it would create a tsunami. It's about 600 people on one boat,
What
and
the
that's
fuck?
because this is an expedition boat meant to go on specific missions to difficult to get to places.
The voyage aboard the ship will last about 2 weeks in total. The first 2
Oh,
days
Jesus,
are
2
crossing the
weeks?
often rough and shaky Drake Passage. Then finally, we arrive in Antarctica where we spend
Oh.
4 days.
Given
Day
how
one,
far
we
away it
boarded the
is,
Zodiac
yeah,
and cruised
I could
around
see
the
that.
icebergs in the morning.
I'd heard these waters were like between Chile
Then in
and
the afternoon, we climbed a hill and walked
Antarctica
among the
rough.
chinstrap penguins.
I've just touched down on my 7th continent.
I guess not.
Yeah, it's got to be winter, or at least North Hemisphere winter, if it's that sunny down there.
Oh, Kara,
So
hello.
guys hop over 300
In that case,
feet
it'd
up
be
and down the mountainside
summer in the
whenever they
southern
wanna go
hemisphere.
hunting for fish in the
Awa.
ocean.
Thanks for waiting.
Incredible, and they don't care that we're here. They give us
Hi,
either
hi.
a warning call or a welcoming.
This bird's about to fall asleep.
So, not much they can
I don't know what you
These
mean.
penguins are short and a little bit fat, and I really wanted to pick one up like a football.
Oh
but
my
sadly,
God, look
they
at
won't let you
him.
do that, even if you try to pay them off.
From here, we just take in the sights, take a look at the penguin, and no eating the penguins.
Someday.
One day.
On day 2, we went out in the Zodiacs again, and this time, as you can see, the weather is not so nice. You know who doesn't care about what's happening above water? The whales, of which we spotted a few. On day 3, we were back in the Zodiacs. To be honest, we went on land a lot less often than I was hoping. But on this day, fortune shined bright as we entered a cove absolutely brimming
Hello,
with guides
hello.
called whale soup.
How did you enjoy the crow game?
8 or 9 humpback whales roaming around and putting on quite a show. Being way out here in this completely inhospitable place, but seeing these massive creatures thriving, it was a moment that made me marvel at this beautiful blue dot that we call Earth. On day 4, our final day,
Oh yeah,
set
do you
out to
have
see loads of
Ascension
Gentoo
Academy
penguins.
tomorrow?
But first,
Yep.
let me back up and explain how these excursions work.
They
First,
can't
each
take
night
2
in the
weeks
show
off.
lounge, there's a brief where they explain the
Probably
plans for the
not.
upcoming day, including your call time.
Right now, we're waiting for our Zodiac number to be called. Then we're going to head down to level
Well,
3.
apparently,
where we
you
finish
brought this
getting
up
dressed.
too. Some people were speedrunning the new content, so maybe a lot of them are done by now.
Let's go.
Zodiac Route 1, you can make your way to Deck 3 for preparation for disembarkation.
Let's go. Every time we go down into battle to not overheat, because we have 3 layers on, these huge pants that are waterproof jacket, waterproof gloves. I really look like I'm ready to go discover a new continent. Hello, good morning. Right now we're entering the mudroom, and this is where they keep all our boots, so we don't have to keep them in our room. So now we're in line to get to the Zodiac. Right here's my life vest. This is mandatory. All right, so we are on the 3rd floor. This is where we exit the ship onto our smaller boat, but first, we gotta scan out. Right down here,
Yeah,
you can see
another
the
thing
Zodiac,
different from
and the
your
views
typical
are
cruise is they'll keep you.
insane.
It looks like they're keeping you active
From here, we set off for land.
if you choose to go.
Oh,
Once on land, there are a lot of strict protocols that must be adhered to, like staying on certain paths and not getting closer than 15 feet.
I thought it was a
to
regular
wildlife.
cruise, but
We're
this is pretty
officially on shore.
cool.
This is very exciting because you don't actually get to go on land every day, and when you do, it only lasts about maybe an hour, hour and a half at most, and even then, it's pretty
Wanna go be
nice. So if you
tourists
thought you
in
were gonna come here
Antarctica?
and be an
So
explorer,
many
well, you're not. But
penguins.
there's still several cool things to see.
Not many
right
people
here.
go down there.
Where's
Whale
my...
bones. There's a load of whale bones here on the beach, and what's sad is they don't let you take them and turn them into a coffee table at all. You actually can't even touch them legally, but they look magnificent. On the hill over here, I see there are a load of Gentoo penguins, and we're going to be saying hello to them soon, but first we have to get with our group. So we've just started our walk, and right away we see about a 600-pound seal. This thing is massive. This looks like me after going to an all-you-can-eat buffet. We come up the hill right behind me. You can see hundreds of these penguins. They're so short, compressed, and fat. I love it. Sadly, we cannot get that close to them. We're
I
not
think
in
the
this
room's
zone.
cat
They
broke?
actually
Yeah,
live
it's
in
been
their real
broken.
natural habitat. So to get to come here and
The
take
cat
a
be
peek inside their
broke.
living room, it's pretty dang cool.
No, don't eat the penguins!
Like rotten
The,
fishes,
that
very
cat
cool.
over there by the
See
speaker.
all that stuff around them?
Oh yeah.
Poop everywhere.
Right before departing, we were lucky enough to have one.
I wonder what
passenger
penguin
past us,
tastes
pretending
like,
he was
though.
cool and
No.
said,
Hey, look at this little guy.
Then at the last moment, running as fast as his little legs could take him.
So that is a typical excursion.
Well,
It lasts
probably,
about
like,
an
really
hour,
fatty
and it's
chicken.
pretty rigid, strict.
A
I
duck.
thought we would just kind of land and you could
Capital
walk where you
D
want,
colon.
but They basically tell you exactly where you have to walk, exactly where you have to stop, and so on. For the most part, I
But
get
it's
it. We want to
bigger than a
preserve the
duck.
space and make it nice for
You
the
like
future
duck,
people who
right,
come
Cor?
here. And we don't want to disrupt the animals.
I like
although,
duck.
Sometimes they're a little too intense with the rules.
A penguin
Here,
would
we're
just be
heading
like
back to the
bigger
boat. Let's
duck.
move.
Once back on the
Why?
ship, you could participate in a polar plunge in waters.
Why do you think it would be like duck?
They're aquatic. They're aquatic
Then we headed away
bird.
from
They probably
Antarctica
have a
to
decent amount of
South
fat
Georgia
on them.
Island, a place
I don't know if I
filled
would
with
call
wildlife.
ducks
But before you see South Georgia,
aquatic.
another meal. After all, there's nothing like
What do you
eating
mean?
outside on
They're
the deck as
waterfowl.
you make your way through Antarctica.
It is time to try another meal behind me. A restaurant simply known as The Grill. The main thing about this place is that it's
Grill.
meat and you cook it on a rock. Let's go check it out. Right here you can see
Rock.
their meat selection. We've got seafood, salmon, shrimp, pork, multiple different cuts of beef. It looks perfect, it looks beautiful, but first we gotta heat up the stove. Cook that on top. Could you walk away and come back? Okay. Is that okay? Oh, look, the server. Bring me his meat. Let me see your meat, sir.
The veal chop and the prime ribeye.
Yeah, I think
Leave it in.
Veal chop. That looks amazing.
No problem.
Thank you. Wow, that's a big meat that man has. On the plate. Boom, here it is. This is our hot
Big
stone
meat.
that is soon gonna cook that veal chop. And then now the meat is coming. Yeah, please take it away.
We love big meat.
Oh, wow. Slathered in oil and sauce. It looks and it smells incredible. And now we wait.
Oh
But in the
no,
meantime,
green
onion rings.
sauce.
Is it green sauce or is it just
There we
herbs?
go. Oh my God, I couldn't have timed it more
Looks like
perfectly.
herbs to
Oh,
me.
Listen to that beautiful sizzle as you turn it around. That is nice. At this point, there's
The
a nice
stone
sear
is-
on each side, but there's still parts that are plenty
isn't,
raw, like right here. So
solidly
cut it
on
off the
there.
bone and continue to cook. We're gonna get this side going. Cut it all.
It's
smaller
moving
chunks.
around.
Retain the
My
heat for
skills
that
in
long.
Asian barbecue roasting are coming into play. Now some of these I think are close enough to
Is it
done.
being
I'm gonna
heated
add some
underneath?
veal. Cheers. Soft, tender, innocent,
feel like it could
juvenile.
be
They put an amazing
dangerous
marinade
if
on the outside
the
before it
soup
got
like
here. It was
this
full of
sauce
oil and
is
spices and herbs. Very nice.
And then
Right
you
here
have
we have a veal
stone
jus.
and
Basically
barbecue
looks like a
roast
combination of veal tears and
The Korean
barbecue
place
flat
like me
out.
serves their kimchi soup in those types of bowls.
Savory, smoky, juicy, meaty.
Filling
readily
bowls that are
delicious. This experience should not be
piping hot.
possible, but somehow it is, and it's amazing.
On the way to
So
South
it's just
Georgia
boiling
Island,
in
our
front
ship
of
took
you.
a brief
Just-
stop
I'm-
at the
I can't
world's
eat
largest
this.
iceberg. It's called, uninspiringly, A23A. This thing is about 3 times the size of New York City, and our ballsy captain pointed the nose of the ship straight at it, and he got about 1 ship length away from it too. Pretty incredible. From here we continued on our way to South Georgia. Welcome to South Georgia, a place much warmer and completely different from Antarctica. In fact, any of the icebergs you might see here floated all the way from Antarctica and parked in these shallow waters. On day 1, we were relegated to staying in the Zodiacs once again, this time due to an outbreak of avian flu that local authorities were trying to reduce the spread of. Needless to say, this was sad news, but the views from the Zodiac were still spectacular. Here we were able to see macaroni penguins, the little guys with the bright yellow eyebrows. On the beach we saw thousands and thousands of king penguins, some of them still molting.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Cairo or
Many of the penguins were popping in and out of
Scrap.
the water too. I highly recommend if you go to Antarctica to try to add this to your journey as well.
You know, whenever you
South
just
Georgia,
casually
we
go to
were finally
Antarctica.
able to go on land.
We're at a place right now where they have an outpost, a bunch of buildings. They used to have a church here. People were here over 100 years ago gathering whales and turning them into oil for consumption and for lanterns.
Luckily,
Hey, Riddle.
eventually, big oil dwindled the demand for whale blubber.
But you
Kayla.
can see
Kayla.
stuff like this behind me, these old ships. There's a ton of wildlife, different types
Thank
of
you for
penguins,
gifting
seals,
a
so we're
sub
trying
to
supplement
Cairo,
all that we're here, 'cause
Anonymous.
this may be the last time we get to be
Do
on
you,
land.
do you
This
try to
is
guess who
amazing.
the anonymous person is, Elon?
Day 3 in South Georgia
Oh, I know
was
who
our
it is.
last. On this day, we went on a 2.5 mile
Just
hike to a
say,
waterfall.
sometimes you
But
just
Cairo
outright
does.
know.
That's
This
the
was
tragic
by far
thing.
the best day of the trip and a perfect
Uh-huh.
send-off. This place was loaded with wildlife. We saw fur seals, king penguins, some big fat elephant seals that looked like me after
Do I
eating
know who it
Pizza
is?
Hut pizza. While we were here, it started to snow.
I
It
mean,
is
do
our
you?
final day on land here in South Georgia.
If you're
and
asking if you
an
know the
amazing day.
person,
It's snowing,
yes.
it's
Do
very
you know
magical.
who
Next,
it
we
is?
make a
I
3-day
think I know
voyage
who
all
it
the way back to
is.
Puerto Williams. Fun.
The journey from South
I don't think
Georgia
you
to
do.
Puerto Williams requires
No?
around 3 days at sea. So since we had
DM
no
me
place
who
to
you
go,
think
we
it
made
is, 'cause
reservations for
obviously
the
you don't
ship's
wanna
own
spoil who it
Italian
is, right?
restaurant.
Ladies and
Uh-huh.
gentlemen, the final restaurant on this boat that we have not gone to yet until now. In the morning, it's a breakfast
I don't-
buffet. At noon, it's
I
a
don't
lunch
know, my
buffet.
guess
And
isn't
right
very
now,
good.
La Terrazza is an Italian restaurant. Let's go check it out. Oh, hello, chef.
Hello, sir.
The chefs on this ship have the tallest hats ever. That's how you know it's legit. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Welcome to the terraza.
Oh, very nice. We've been here 2 seconds. They're
This
bringing
is
food already.
the antipasti some bread.
I don't know a ton about Italian food, and I can't wait to go to Italy to learn more, but what I do know is that this looks freaking
No.
awesome. We've got assorted
Oh.
cured meats, cheeses, bruschetta. He called this
That's
an
a good guess,
octopus
though.
salad, and of course this tuna tomato.
Oh,
I'm gonna
listen
try
An
to
that.
anonymous
Of course.
user gifted a tier 1 sub to Kalasic Man.
It tastes like tuna from a can mixed with olive oil and something a
Hey,
little
you
bit
look at these.
pickle juice. It's delightful. It's interesting.
No.
It's different. The second thing is this: an octopus salad.
That bread looked really good.
Classic.
Very Mediterranean
Classic,
and very
man.
bouncy. It's like a bunch of little cubed, minced up octopus parts. Very delicious.
Thank you for
So I'm gonna mash
anonymous.
this, and then I have 2 courses coming. A pasta
Can
and a
someone
meatball.
anonymously
Wait for that
gift
to come
themselves?
next. Oh, good zoom in at the end. All right, folks, we have our first
I
course
know.
right here. This is
I
called
want to
spaghetti
set up an
olio.
account so I could do that.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1
I guess
sub
if
to lock
I
out.
guess
Peppers, so
I guess you
actually,
can
it's kind of
do
a
an alt
dry
account.
pasta. Let's try it out.
Oh, thank you, Anonymous, for gifting one to
First of all,
Wolfram
I've been
too.
in Asia too long. I'm used to slurping my noodles, and when I don't,
Whoever it
slurp,
is
it feels
can't
strangely
spell.
quiet.
Why
It tastes
are you
almost buttery. They're
giving-
just, like,
An
super
anonymous
delicious.
user
I love
gifted
What's
a
the
tier 1 sub
Warframe?
to
Tons
Warframe.
of garlic flavor coming off.
Oh, is
there,
that a
like,
clue?
My wife is gonna be trying to stay away from me the rest of the night, and then just a hint of kick with those chilies.
Oh my, you're going. Okay, they're going crazy.
An anonymous
Goodness.
user gifted a tier 1 sub to nom_d__vlog.
All right, folks, I have my final course right here. This is the swordfish. Got a lime on there, potatoes underneath. It's topped with some olives, a little kind of Italian salsa, capers, tomatoes. It looks delicious. Swordfish is not a fish I'm super familiar with. Let's try it out. Cheers. I'm very impressed. It tastes meaty at first on the outside, and then it's very juicy on the inside. Tastes like it's just been slathered in olive oil. There's this fresh salsa on top. It's very
I
nice.
like
And for once,
olive
this fish
oil.
steak is not a mistake. Cheers. That is our final meal, and it's time to wrap things up. Also, everything my wife ordered looks way better than mine. That is the end of our Antarctic
married?
cruise journey. Right
Yeah,
now, you can see
yeah.
we're coming
Yeah.
back to land.
Is
It's
that
right
the more
there.
surprising
That is South
part?
America. And
That's-
in just
that's
a
who
few
does-
minutes,
We
we'll be
talked
pulling
about
into
this
Puerto
last
That's
week.
who does
We're
the-
going to
that's who does the
back
filming,
to
apparently?
and eventually somewhere else. Tonight we'll sleep in the port.
Yeah,
And then tomorrow we'll get on the
apparently.
boat very early, and actually a whole new set of
Said
guests
earlier,
comes
sometimes
onto the
by
boat, and they do
An
another
anonymous
voyage.
user
It is
gifted a
amazing
tier
how
1
all
sub
guess
to
I
Die
missed
people on the
Siqueenie.
ship. Some of them are working on the same ship day
when
after
he
day
walked
for
back
5
to
Day,
to 9
Queen
months at a
D.
time, depending on their contract. It is
Yeah,
wild
right.
and
Thank
after
you,
tossing and
Anonymous.
turning and being thrown around my bed a few of these nights, traversing the rough
Is
ocean
D in
waves
here?
on
I
the
don't-
boat, have
I
a
don't
lot of
think-
respect for the people who
I don't
work
think
this
D is
industry
here.
and on this ship in particular. This was an amazing experience.
I rated
There are a
D
lot
the
of
other
different ways
day.
to experience Antarctica.
Yeah.
This is
And,
what I chose. This is what suited my tastes. I wanted to have an experience.
She was
that
like,
would
"Oh,
be
thanks for the
equally
raid,
amazing on the
Ewan."
boat as well
Guys,
as off the
I don't know
boat.
if you've
But
seen
you want
Ewan.
to see
I have.
Antarctica,
They're
I think
pretty
it's a bucket
fire. They're
list
pretty
item. Find
hot.
some way to squeeze
Oh, I
it
don't know if I
into
should
your
have said
night
that.
plan.
They like DM'd me. They're like, "Hey, I don't know if I was supposed to say that." Sorry.
Next time.
Amazing.
It's crazy. Like if I jump, look down there. If I jump off, dead.
You'll
100% dead.
you
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to
D's mouth just went. It didn't.
Videos showcasing the most
That's how it be.
food from around the country.
Yeah.
Shout out to D's mod.
Wait, who did they gift that to? I can't say that.
Is that Bits?
Is it Bits?
That's
Bits? Okay. What is the is that Japanese? What does that say though?
it says it literally says
You good?
it's his name literally in Japanese.
Exhibits. I was thinking in my head. Oh.
Yeah, my brain short circuits when I see two different writing languages for a word that I know.
Well, I saw that and I was like, that seems too long for Bits. He wants to do what to the lemon?
Baja Blast into wine. If you're new here, I've fermented Peeps, Dr. Pepper, and regular Mountain Dew, but Baja Blast has been by far my most requested experiment. In order for this to work, I'll be using about
Bituru?
a gallon of Baja Blast mixed with honey, which will
Oh.
ferment in a jar to make alcohol. A lot of you insisted that I use Baja Blast from Taco Bell, and while it's always best directly from the source, I figured cans would give me a more consistent product. So I don't want to
Would it be
use
funny if I like,
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna
if
do
I,
it right, and by
if I
adding more
DM
sugar
Bits,
from
I'm just
honey,
like,
we'll have something
hello
much more potent
Bits,
that's
but
actually
like
worth
I
drinking.
say
I'll give you a
hello
quick
and then
stir to
put
dissolve the
that,
honey, and I'm thrilled by the
put
color
that
this
in
everything
there,
mixes together. I really hope it stays. Unlike my past soda wines, I'm not making any adjustments to the pH. This yeast is fully capable of
If I
powering
remember
through any
correctly,
preservatives on
he
its own.
accidentally
I am,
did
however,
that, and it
hydrating
was
my
like,
yeast
you
to
have,
make sure
you
that
are
it's
now
ready
on
for battle,
cooldown
and
to
then adding
change
a
your
hefty
name.
dose
And he
of
was like,
nutrients without having issues. Look at this beautiful Shrek green
I think
swamp
it's
water
been
color.
3
This is
months
so
now.
perfectly fitting for this project, and
I
it's
think he's
making me
just
thirsty.
chill
Now, you're
with
probably
it.
wondering how strong this could actually get, and what this tool tells us is that this has enough sugar to surpass 14% alcohol. Will it actually get that high? We shall see, but it's going to take a few weeks to get.
Thought this was some kind of photoshopped.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? Rinsky, what is this?
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Runescape.
Do you think Taco Bell actually owns that account?
Just enough of a kick.
Is it verified? Oh, wait.
Sneak up on you. I could down this right now. God, I want to try this as an ice cream. I'm not getting waffle at all. I don't
What
know how
is
to
this?
Taste a baked good in this.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, pinky's up, bitch. This is.
I don't know.
I can't tell if it was like a drink or a jam or what.
Anon really likes to the random brands.
They're going to be overcuts, undercuts, shrunken, too big, falling apart. Any number
Hell
of
yeah.
things. Even some people mix onions in there.
Ram.
I'd take a Taco Bell sponsor.
Show you every way to screw up a burger. And
Would you get married in Taco Bell?
No.
that you see today, I've done. Absolutely.
But
What
they do
kind-
have that one Taco Bell you can get married in.
What the fuck?
36 years of me
What's
in, like,
what's
Vegas.
what kind of food is at Denny's?
and doing it over and over until we
Breakfast
have
food.
talking about it. So,
I don't think I've been to a Denny's before. Oh, this. Is this Babish?
oh geez. Well, lesson
Yeah.
number one,
Yep.
don't walk away. Stay by the grill. When you're
I don't recognize him because I don't see just his lower body.
do other stuff, once in a
Lower
while,
body? Lower torso?
I would not.
I recognize everything below the neck.
Yeah, everything below the neck.
Oh.
Generic
Identifying
restaurant
men by their
food?
lower
What does that
bodies.
even mean?
I've enjoyed using Element for a while to help me hydrate after a workout or long day of
Why is it so quiet?
Why is it quiet?
Slumps throughout the day. My favorite flavor is mango chili. The team is partial to the citrus flavor too. They're refreshing and salty in the best way. You can try both of those flavors and more with your first Element order.
Then the next video will blast our ears out.
Burn burger. Good taste.
I just don't understand why you would go to Denny's when you could go to a Waffle House and, you know, have the chance of seeing a fight go on.
An anonymous
I
user
don't.
gifted
A lot of people don't have a Waffle House.
Well, I used to live in a town with a Waffle House, and I can't confirm that the fight breaks out every other day there.
Actually? What the hell?
Yeah, I was always on the news. It's like, yeah, 2 men arrested today for fighting at the Waffle House.
What if we just?
Yeah, I could say that that meme is 100% true.
You know, what if we just don't know who the anonymous person is and they've never talked in chat?
Get all your stuff together, bring it out to
Well,
the
I know
house,
who
so
it
you
is.
don't have to leave, so you're not
Well,
running last
it's
second
not. It's. Is it just? Are you sure it's one person though?
You want to be here the
I am 100% certain it's one person.
Yeah.
I've checked the receipts. I've checked the logs.
What logs? It's anonymous.
And Brad, you know what I always say: flames on, games on.
The user list.
Sports. Flames are on, burgers going on. That's how you make burgers. I'm pretty sure.
I have watched over time
The fuck
when it
is-
happens and who is present.
What the
and
fuck
narrowed
is
it
wrong
down.
with you?
Tapping into his inner CIA.
I didn't know you wanted to find out so badly.
It's almost like there's a factor of sticking. Like a
I'm
stick
nosy.
hedge.
Oh my goodness.
And it's really, really fun when others don't know. And they're like, who is it? And I'm like, I know. They're like, tell me, and I'm like, absolutely not.
So your burger doesn't stick. You want to put some grill marks on there as fast as possible, and you don't want them to rip off when you flip the burger. So make sure your grill is good and ripping hot.
Tell
before
you
put any
Hewland
burgers
is
on it.
wrong.
Otherwise,
Yeah?
you're gonna end up with something that looks like this.
Oops.
So now that the grill's a mess, I'm gonna
Is that
do
a
what
gas
you should
barbecue?
do to
Is
start, which is
there something wrong with gas
An anonymous user
barbecue?
gifted a tier 1 sub to the Riddle 22.
Thank you, Akashua.
ritualize
Wait. Ah, no, I combined it. I combined it. Oh no. Hello, Akashua. Thank you for gifting us up to Riddle Anonymous.
I got an old towel I don't care about.
I combined it, Eland.
Oil like vegetable oil. And you can do this when the grill's cold, or just kill the flames so you don't get too many flare-ups. This might flare up.
Cora,
so
what
be
the
careful.
what? What?
This way, really nothing is gonna stick to these guys. Things are gonna
You
get
ruined the
smoky.
game? What
Your
game?
neighbors might call the
I lost the
fire department on
game.
you. That has actually happened to me. But your burgers won't stick. And if there's anything I learned from the movie Anyone But You.
Andrew, I can't breathe.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Recipe said to grill the burgers for 3 minutes
It's
on each
2
side.
gifters. Oh, are you admitting to some of the anonymous gifting, Akela?
Oh, skating around. Look at that. Beautiful. All right.
One.
I've grilled up my burger, and I gotta say,
One of my friends DM'd me, said that they did one of them probably because it's fun. It's funny.
this cross section. Let's see what we got.
That's so many. That's so many subs though. Who the heck is? There's some. I've got. There's so many anonymous gifts. I don't think we can fix the cat. I can't pick the cat up.
Tricks, all this crap. Come on. It doesn't work because all different burgers are.
It's still so quiet.
Different kinds of beef, different fat content.
It's super cool. This video is just really quiet, I think.
These are all things that are going to cause your burgers to cook differently. And until you're used to your grill and the kind of burger that you're grilling,
Get it together, Babish.
temperature probe. And just
We can turn your video down. We can't.
going on inside, and then that way, no surprises.
It's hard to turn it up.
Am I a heathen for preferring like smash burgers to these big
People
ones?
love smash
Time for
burgers.
my burger. You know how I like
Okay.
it. Thin as the day is long.
I liked them.
Thin as I am wide.
What?
I like a
I
thin
do
burger.
prefer smash
These
burgers,
are
but
the
my
sayings of the
experience
men's
with homemade
organization
burgers
of
is
which
just
I am a
how
member.
bland they are.
We believe that thin burgers make you a more dominant male.
Well, that's not the fault of the shape.
And, we're all
No,
inside.
it isn't. But I
Every
just
single one.
associate really thick burgers
Alright,
with
time
being
for
super
flip.
bland. Because I've had it for so long.
Wait, why is he doing it so thin on a grill?
It's probably fine. Just fine. Look.
Yeah, the whole video is how to not cook a burger.
Andrew, I can tell a difference.
Oh.
Oh, between that and what?
A neighbor brought
A burger?
us burgers.
Fine then, Brad.
from
No
his
burgers for you.
4th of July
Burgers are an
party.
issue on the grill
Unfortunately,
because
they
there's
were
not enough
super,
surface
super
area to sort of
salty.
support
Oh,
their thin
that's almost worse than
and they will end up
no
generally
salt.
falling apart,
That's
probably being overcooked.
That's fast food style if you oversalt it.
Make a smash burger. Either use cast iron indoors or throw the cast iron right on the grill. Get it ripping hot and smash some patties. Time to form my burger, and I've since found a new men's group that believes in thickness. As thick a burger as possible. So
There you go.
that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
It's nice and thick. I like a thick burger. That's going to do
An
the job
anonymous user
for me
gifted a
as
tier
burger
1 sub to
enthusiast.
Office_GX.
Well, let's face it, lifelong incel.
Oh, fireworks going again.
All right, my burger's done.
An anonymous
and
user gifted
Opera
a tier 1
GX
sub to
and
Kai
Pika.
Kimi
Oh
Amano.
my
And it's
goodness.
far taller than when I started. So this is the issue that I probably ran into most when I was first making burgers, and that is the softball effect. And this guy turned into a tall, puffy kind of parabola of sorts. And the problem there is that we just formed it into the way we wanted it to
Thank you,
look when it's
Anonymous.
done. And that is where you run
Who's
into trouble. You want
whose
the
money
food
bags
to
out here, Yulan?
concave, sort of. You want it to have a divot.
I can't tell you.
I'm not. This is rhetorical, Yulan.
I can't tell you.
All right,
Oh my
got my meat.
goodness.
You can see it's fresh out of the package. You can still see the sort of wormy, brain-like design. And
I was speaking meat
the men's
too.
group that I'm now a part of thinks that you should mess with beef as little as possible when it comes out of the packaging. You just sort of grab the meat, you press
That's
it into a patty,
insane.
and that's why we get together and talk.
Plibbot? What is a
An anonymous user
plibbot?
gifted a tier
So,
1
there we
sub to
go.
blib_bot.
We got ourselves a burger, according to
Thank
my
you, anonymous again.
friends.
That's disgusting.
What did he do?
The advice he's following now is
All
to
right, we are ready to flip.
leave it as intact
And
as possible, so like the
oh,
ground
no,
beef still
okay.
has the lines.
Okay, that's a problem.
Still looks wormy, as he calls it.
Yeah.
Burgers are generally a
You
problem.
generally don't want to get it mess with it too much, but that's a little bit much.
Free ground and just
Yeah.
forming into a
You
patty and
wanna
grilling it, you're gonna end
really
up
get
with
in
cracks.
there, right?
If
You wanna
don't
put your
cook
own
the
stuff
meat
in
enough
it.
and
You
make it
wanna
homogeneous
Not
mix it
really.
up enough,
No,
then
I want to
it's
just.
gonna crack as well.
I don't want to make it
Press
into
down, patch up any
a
cracks, make sure
meatball.
that there's a cohesive patty before
gotta
it heads over.
season your patty.
I don't think anyone said it's a smash burger.
So I'm gonna really
I don't remember if this video or another.
He's making a meatball. Oh my god, why is it so loud?
Gifted a tier 1 sub to K
Thank you
Live.
for getting sub to Kayla's double.
All right, and here's the patty we
Ow.
beat within
I'm
an inch
gonna
of its
fall.
life.
This
Looks
is making me
pretty normal on the
hungry.
outside.
Yeah.
I did
You
overcook
can't
it,
come to
it's got rather a close
You can't come to Friday hungry.
There's like
Oh, I've hit my calorie limit today.
fibrous.
I just
Actually,
chicken with family.
Actually, scratch that. I'm
And
over.
it's kind of like overmixing something with
Wait,
flour.
it's making me more
overworking its
hungry.
gluten. In this case, we
Bye-bye,
overworked the proteins
Bye.
and the
Bye.
network of fibrous tissues and stuff
Bye,
inside the
cookie.
beef, and it ended up making
Globe.
a really puff. It's got a really
Globe.
good texture. It's
Yourself a snack.
So don't overmix it. Don't undermix it. But don't overmix it. Okay, so your burger's flaring up. You see that? What's the solve here?
You guys have a color.
One
Yeah,
thing you can
they're on
do
diets.
is try to quench the flames. A little spray ball of water.
Or, I
Down 2
mean, it
more
gets
pounds since I
Here's
last
what I
measured
like to do.
myself.
If you have the real estate on your grill, I like to turn down the burners on the other side, grab it, and if you flip it over here, it's going to be in bigger
I am
flare.
losing
Flip it
weight,
over
but not
here,
as fast as I'd like to.
well, there was a little one, but now, as you can see, less of, well, you know what I mean, just...
But
So, Brad, I have a question for you.
it's been a wild
What
few
dumb
weeks for
thing am I
me,
doing
so
right now?
yeah.
Addressing me and not the audience?
No, I am pressing
Stop
the
doing that.
patty. Far too many people do this. And all it does, literally all it does, is squeeze the juices out of your burger and cause flaring.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Don't be a dingus. Don't press your
You
burger.
smash it once.
All I'm learning is that all the things I like about burgers are the wrong way to bake them.
Oh my goodness.
An anonymous user gifted
Here
a
you
tier
go.
1 sub to Dag
Where's the beef?
_D46.
Thanks for
Thank you,
coming
thank
to my
you.
barbecue.
Why is it so small?
Do you want my burger that I made for you? Look at it.
Why is it so
It's
small?
the same size as the bun when I started. I swear it.
What do you mean?
So
what do
as
you
you
mean
can see,
small? This is
burgers,
average,
like most
right,
meats,
guys? That's,
when heated.
that's average.
So if you make your patty the exact size of your bun, it's going to end up too small. And you're going to be the laughing stock of Burger Men's Group, like I was. So, Brad, I have a question for you. sister. Can you tell me what
So
An
they
anonymous
keep
user
going,
gifted a tier
goodness.
1 sub to Vadel987.
Thank you.
what's wrong with this burger?
What do you mean what's wrong with this burger? It's too floppy.
What is this? The post office? Peppers, onions, and why
What the
not
fuck,
garlic?
Killer?
Watch this video.
Now, this is how I make my gourmet burger. These are also available at many, many, many grocery stores, marketed as stuffed burgers or something like that. But you can do it yourself. Just ruin the beef all on your own. No, I mean you can gourmetify it all on your own. So I got my peppers and onions in there.
All these
but is that
meat purists are like, you gotta enjoy the flavor of the meat by itself.
barbecue
With
sauce
salt. No,
mixed
It's
right
not the
into
flavor.
we're
It's,
involved.
the burger?
what's the flavor? It's the texture. If you don't like the texture of being mushed up.
Gourmet burgers.
Well, yeah,
I
you're
keep
supposed to
calling
put all
gourmet
these
because
vegetables in
usually
a
at the
blender so it
grocery
becomes a
store, that's what
goop,
they
and then you
do.
add the goop to the beef mixture, and
As you
you
can see, some issues.
like
Not
You
only
can do
mix
that
and
with
vegetables
you can
stick,
do that
it's
without
off a
making
lot
it a
of the
meatball.
caramelized exterior, but it creates structural integrity.
it's going to be a
Like, if too many
meatball either
peppers or
way.
onions
It's
No.
a meat disc or a meatball.
That's no, it's the texture of a meatball.
And they're full of uncooked, crunchy vegetables. It's just.
So it's gonna taste better. So
No.
Just don't put stuff in your burger.
Texture is important.
On. Not in. On.
What do you mean
who
I
cares what texture? It's a thin
on you?
patty.
Yeah, not in.
Thin patty. It doesn't got texture.
Wrong.
It's thin patty of meat.
See? It looks relatively normal, but you can see that
An
it is
anonymous
a
user
different
gifted a
texture
tier
than the
1
other
sub to
burgers. I don't know how
Kikuya.
visual the difference
What?
is gonna be.
What
So
did that? What did
Yeah,
the
all
text to
burgers
speech
are
say?
It's so tough.
Kaguya.
It's so spongy. I mean, that is a boiled middle school burger right there. Do not.
Have you seen
pre-salt
that
the
anime
beef.
at all?
Please. salt
Kaguya?
it right before it goes on the grill. On the grill, or even
Love
after
is
it's
War
come
or
off the grill.
something.
Oh, I haven't.
Pre-formed patties. Look at these beauties. These are
Purists
fresh
don't
from the store.
don't understand
They're
what seasoning
pre-formed. I don't
fucking
have to even
does.
touch the meat.
What are
and
you talking about?
price. These ones in particular were $10 a pound.
All
for
these
ground
steak lovers and these.
What is wrong with you? I'm not
No
talking about the
seasoning.
flavor. I'm talking
So
about the
we have
texture.
Our preformed patties. This is the one that I grilled straight out of the tub. And this is the one that I mashed up and reformed myself. And this is what has happened every single time. When we cook the preformed patty, it domes always. Look at the super dome.
Ooh.
Go Saints.
That's weird.
So the only fix I could think of is to mash it up and reform it. And this has also happened every time. It cracks. So with preformed patties, you're paying more for patties that don't cook up properly. So there's just zero reason to buy preformed patties unless you have like a pathological fear of meat. And if that's the case, why are you making burgers? All right, this burger's ready to flip.
How much land we've ruined for agriculture of seasonings.
What is he doing?
Don't make the planet cry.
They constantly got the spatula and they keep turning over, pressing, turn it over.
I only flip the burgers one time so they get nice and crusty on both sides.
Don't touch it.
Just let them play with the color.
No, that's bullshit. It's a myth that you only can flip your burger once.
I was
If
gonna
flip
say you can
too
flip
soon
it a
and you
couple
need a little more
times.
color on one side. You want to even out the cook. Once it's good and seared on the other side, flip it again. It's not the end of the world. You know, I like my burgers fancy. Okay, I'm not like
What
most
is
guys,
that?
Okay, I like my burger fancy.
What did
so
he
I'm putting
pull
some
out?
really aged
Cheese?
cheddar on there.
Oh.
Am I right, fellas? All right. Burger with ultra-aged cheddar.
Are you gonna be able
And
to
as you
taste
can
that?
see, it is very, very oily. It melted okay, but it's still in visibly like solid chunks. And you can see that it's just like dripping oil because older cheeses, the fats separate more easily when they melt. That's why they're not good melters. And a lot of gourmet burgers throw aged cheddar or aged Gruyere or whatever on their burgers, and it ends up being this like kind of filmy, greasy mess on top. I'm not a fan of aged cheese on burgers. I think you got to go young cheese, American cheese.
Put it in
those
your
are the way.
mouth.
But it's probably still gonna be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Aren't all of these burgers still pretty good?
Onion.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Who cares about a little grease on the
Here's
surface?
our burger, and as
Some
far as
people
I know,
don't like it.
First step to
God.
making a burger is putting it on the grill. So
Then put it in your mouth. That way you don't have to think about it anymore.
it doesn't seem
Some people
right,
don't like it in their
but
mouth.
you know, the internet wouldn't lie to
Put
me.
it into your blender. The blender in
What?
your
By
head.
the way, Chernobyl.
Oh boy.
What is he doing?
That's a crime.
Well, going down
That's a crime.
What is he doing?
So enough screwing around. How do we make the perfect burger? Well, I'm gonna show you. I like to form my burgers on parchment.
Just put it
because
in
then
your
can
mouth
use it
so you
lift
don't
the
have to
burger
think
off,
about it
plop down
anymore.
on the grill, nice and easy.
Yeah.
For each patty, I like to use 6
Words to live
ounces
by.
of 80/20 ground beef. This can cause
I live by 'em.
because it's very high fat, but it's going to taste better, so worth the trade-off. As you can see, this is store-bought ground beef. In an ideal world, we're grinding our own beef. because then you get a really, really great pebbly texture. You can control the fat content and the flavor. But most of the time we're making burgers, we're just buying ground beef. So that's absolutely fine. And I'm just going to, as we demonstrated, work it just a little bit, just until I can't see those like wormy lines anymore. You know what I mean? That's all.
Wormy.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Akasha.
Underwork it. Now, onto the parchment paper goes the beef
Sesame
ball.
Street.
And if we just
Thank
press
you
it out
for
flat,
gifting
well,
Kashua's
it looks pretty good, actually.
stream.
But you can see the
Stream?
cracks sometimes start to form when you just
Sub.
press it out flat like that. So I like to sort of keep one hand working the beef, pressing it flat and turning it around, while the other hand shores up the defenses
What do you-
around the outside, pinching together.
What do you
any
mean,
potential
Global?
cracks and smearing them a little bit so they don't open up with the heat of the grill.
Is
'Cause like I
chat
said,
being horny when I'm
meat
not looking?
contracts when you heat it, so any cracks are going to become exaggerated when they go on the grill. So I'm doing the same sort of thing. I'm pushing the beef out towards the sides,
would
and then I'm
barbecue.
pressing it back in and up. There we are. This is right where you want it to be. See how there's a distinct
What's wrong with a gas
rim
barbecue?
and a bit of a concave.
Nothing.
That's the only word I can think of. It's concave.
Use whatever
kind of
source you got.
indentation in the center. You could just thumbprint in the center, but it's less reliable. You might end up with just a thumbprint in the middle of your burger, and it might still puff up. This is going to cook up really, really evenly and flat. So our burgers is formed. For cheese, I'm going with yellow
As long as you're
American,
not cooking them
singles,
on
not
an
the
engine
stuff
block, you're fine,
in the
right?
plastic that you
Engine
peel off.
block.
There's so many
Deli slices.
episodes
This stuff
of King of
melts
the
better.
Hill
The stuff in the
about
plastic
them
packet,
coming to grips
it
with
gets
not
really,
using
like
propane to cook
shiny
meat.
and
An
weird.
anonymous
Meat
user gifted a tier
Canyon?
1 sub to
The
Meat
packaging
Canyon.
itself, when heated, it's gross. I don't really know why it exists, but
Yeah,
get the deli
these
slices,
I
either
hate
from the
Meat
deli
Canyon
or just, you
videos.
know, the pre-sliced deli stuff. That's what you want. I like doing 2 slices. As you can see, they're arranged into a sort of Star of David. This is both because it's going to look nice, like there's going to be these corners of cheese melting down the sides.
And
of
it's
the
gonna
burger,
be
but
even.
also just better coverage. So okay, here we go. I got my salt and pepper, and I have my spatula outside. That's everything, right? Is that everything? Well, for what?
What if your hands get so plastic?
Fine, we'll get a napkin. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. We're ready to make a burger. Let's go. All right, so we're ready to grill. We've preheated the thing. We've brushed it down. We've oiled it. It's ready to receive our burgers. So we're ready
Hey,
to
what's
rock.
wrong with Illinois?
Using the parchment paper like so.
What?
Flip directly onto the grates.
Housing
Fill out the
prices
paper.
there look pretty good.
And now
So what's
is an
wrong with
excellent
Illinois?
time to season with a nice sprinkle of kosher salt. Freshly ground pepper. I'm going to shut it down. This way it's going to
Need
cook
more than that,
more
Global.
ambiently, as though we're in an oven.
I was
It's
looking
getting
at
direct heat,
a
but it's also getting
3-bedroom
ambient
for
heat,
less
which
than
is just gonna cook it more
300K, and I was
thoroughly.
starting to
We
think
don't have
about
to
it.
stay on there as long to be properly cooked.
Well, where in
Is this part of
Illinois
the process, Andrew?
What I'm
is
looking
something
for
to consider
is
too.
for the brown
Near
to be
one of
more
the
than half
larger
the way up
cities.
the side of the patty, and for the top
Hey,
of the patty
Akon.
to be starting to change color.
Like probably in a suburb outside of the city.
Cheese on,
Okay.
and just to help the cheese melt, little spritz of water. The steam is going to help the cheese melt a little bit softer and gooier. I want a ball made.
Is Illinois the
135,
one they took
'cause I
a
like
shot
my
at in
burgers
Steven
medium,
Universe?
Not medium rare. I'm really
What?
putting myself out there right now because I guarantee.
Never
my
saw the
full
show,
because I'm
so
nervous.
couldn't tell you.
It's going to be undercooked. And you're all
An
going
anonymous
Holy
user
shit.
gifted a tier 1
They
sub to
gifted
Zach.
sub to Dark Acri. Holy shit.
McLeod. Okay, I'm pulling it. Also, do not make the mistake of not toasting your bun.
Then we won't even
The burger
consider
has to rest
moving
for
there.
a minute or two anyway.
What the
So
hell is wrong
get
with
those
that
buns
place?
toasted so they don't turn into a sog fest. They're also just going to taste better. Toasted
What's
buns,
happening?
as you can see. It's not domed. It's the same
All
size
I
as
think
the
of
bun.
with Illinois is from the movie Head of
The
State,
cheeseburger.
where they're
Salsa,
they're
pepper,
doing like a commercial and some
beef,
guy just
cheese.
walks into frame
That's it.
with
Funny.
like 2 just open
Now,
raw
let's
steaks,
see if I cooked it properly.
and he
shall
just
we?
goes, Illinois, Illinois, come over to Illinois.
We don't acknowledge
That's more
Hey, that
medium
sounds
rare.
like-
Ohio for everyone's
That
safety.
looks pretty good. Well, until next
And
time.
honestly,
this has been
GoPro,
Hepatitis Screw Up.
they're just,
That
they're
is the
like,
last one.
they're going.
Thanks. Thanks again to Element for working
I'm not
with me on
complaining.
today's episode. What makes Element different? Element is full of electrolytes to regulate your hydration. This means that the drink is
Turn the video down before the next one.
has 1,000 milligrams
Oh, shit, you're right.
necessary inclusion to help you meet your
We ride together, we die
The Element
together.
formula has been perfected after years of testing and nutritional science.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to
Good
VRR0R_80.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, one for
3,
error, too.
4 a.m. for you.
So just try it for yourself. And if you don't like Element,
Yeah, sleep well.
they'll give you your money back.
Did he just drink that? What is that? Electrolyte. Oh.
Electrolyte mix.
You did the bit.
What the?
That looks like a frog.
An anonymous user gifted a tier
Hold
1
on,
sub to
fish
Space Fish.
space. Fish space. That looks gross. Yeah, that's the point of this video.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's what he meant. It's for the thumbnail.
Yeah. Just light it on fire.
That looks terrifying.
It looks so that must be photoshopped, but it's not. And that's why it's
Oh.
horrifying.
Oh,
We're
Zuby
back
missed
in
Hot
the
Dog
hot
Man.
dog hole.
Zuby really likes sizzles.
Alright, so how are we gonna do the dogs?
Well, the 2 videos ago had some sizzles on that hot stone.
All 3 of them?
Maybe we'll add some sizzle bias for Zuby next time, son.
Hmm.
You wanted the pulled
Just
pork
keep
mac
playing
and
randomly.
cheese or
Yeah,
pulled pork
that's
platter?
this video player is it's playing in random that I load them in.
Paisley, have you seen this Hot Dog Man? This video, these videos are just. He has a GoPro, and he makes hot dogs for people. That's the videos. I like them. We also like to.
We figured out almost
I think
everything
we
he has.
figure out what everything he has. Yeah, I still don't. Is that potato? He said.
Potato sticks.
It's a working man's day. The great cheese debate. I think you made it more than what it was, Kayla.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Don't Trust Twitch Chat.
Gifted a sub. They gifted a sub to Don't Trust Twitch Chat.
Never underestimate Twitch chat either.
Those potato sticks we call picnic potato. Yeah, maybe because that's like the brand of some of them.
Is it?
Yeah, one of them is called Picnic.
Ah. New pack.
Oh, that's exciting.
Add more.
Literally covered in them. Nah, not enough.
How you know this is a good place? They just load it up.
These hot dogs
We
are
worked out, like, these
overflowing.
hot dogs are like $2 to $3 a pop.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1
Not a
sub
bad
to Rage
value.
_emoji.
I'll twist the end on that one.
That's all right. I want the same person. It's all right.
All right.
That's why I want one bag. It's all right.
Okay, so we got 3 loaded baked potatoes,
pulled pork slider, and now how are we gonna do the sausages?
Da, 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 da. What is that singer from? Da, 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 da. What was that? What was that? What was that singer from? Fuck. Was that 007? I don't think that was 007. Optimus Prime. Oh, it's Transformers!
To Optimus Prime _TV.
Oh.
That's what that was from. Anonymous gifter is giving me hand sealant.
Do sliders?
Oh my god. This cannot be the way they choose to communicate. This is unsustainable.
If they keep doing this, it'll make me feel like I'm an OnlyFans creator.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Megatron.
Oh my, okay, completely unrelated. A second artist has confirmed they did not give Fillion permissions for merch.
I mean, that's probably pretty obvious.
The joke there is that it's the secret agent whispering in Bush's ear.
There's a Twitch channel for OnlyFans. Megatron. Have you guys seen that where there's like you
Wait.
have you seen it where like it's like you pay like $1 per DM or something?
Uh-huh.
No, I have not seen that.
Yeah, you can pay $1 per DM with Fillion, and her AI will message you back.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to
I mean, it's clearly advertised as her AI. I think some company wanted to do that for her.
I've heard of something like that, but I don't think it was for a VTuber.
Okay.
I think that's how a lot of the bigger people do it, because eventually you just have too many contact with, so you just...
Too many DMs? Oh.
Yeah. Give them a script.
Or some corpo thing, just give an automated response. It's like, thank you for reaching out. We take into account everyone's messages.
Someone else was out there for
Imagine if it
very seriously.
Imagine if they advertise this AI, but it's like it just sends a sound clip of Fillion smacking into a wall with her VR headset.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a blow, man.
They have a lot of those.
Something for so long, and then
Anyone can read that last one?
That is something.
What the fuck?
What?
I saw him not too long
Akashua!
ago. Maybe a few months back.
Oh my god.
So I saw him just, in passing.
Huh?
So he's doing all right.
You look?
I was just told to check my throne suggestions. There are 34 suggestions.
How many of them are barrels of booze?
How many of them are Akashua themed?
I only had those 4. Yeah, I still have the 2 sausages.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll drop the other hot dog for you.
Let's see.
It'll be done quick if I make the other sausage, ring you up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
So you want to check the sausages total?
Are they all Akashua themed?
I lost count. A lot of these are Akashua themed. So there is a cage. There is. Should I be reading these out, Core?
Okay, and you just wanted the one sausage with a slider.
I wanna check that with you.
Alright, I get that in there for you now.
You know
just
Akashi
don't.
has taste.
It's all good, bro.
I'm
hard
maybe
I'm
not.
glad you dropped that sausage. I've been making them. I'm like, ooh, I'm eating that one.
I will say the ones that I know are
good,
okay.
man. I finish up the sausages. And
Japanese lingerie anime cute cat.
An anonymous user gifted a tier
That-
1 sub to the
Arizona tea.
Is this insinuating something? They gifted something to the the underscore egg roller. Is that insinuating something? I feel like if you communicated solely through Twitch gifted subs, you'd run out of things to say, wouldn't you?
That's when you start making accounts.
Maddie DV, and then the other one, JL Jupiter.
El Sabroso
They both been
Salsita
to the
Spicy
truck
Salsa
now.
Round
They
Tortilla
came
Chips.
here together.
We're just gonna reject that one.
You don't like tortilla chips? Come on.
Spicy.
I don't like spicy.
All right.
Oh, that's how you came here the first time. Oh, I thought you went
Gliding
to the truck the first time.
anime keycaps.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Every
that was when you first
keycap
got
is an
back in the
Ahegao
meeting.
face.
Yeah, okay. Wow, you've been closed out. Yeah, I guess it has been that long. It's either the
Lacy trim women nightwear strap sleepwear.
So
Ahegao hoodie. Women's Ahegao face print 2-piece. Ahegao throw blanket. Retro vaporwave mouse pad. Oh, this one looks neat.
Oh, if it's your treat, they're gonna eat, you know?
Sexy cute anime lingerie for women kawaii bra and panty set. Skateboard frog women goth printed mask.
Alright, so I'm gonna put that
I see.
sausage on the top. And then I'll put the hot dog in
Why
that
did I put
bag.
that in sound alerts?
Got it, man.
Ecchi succubus
So
hentai
anonymous
waifu
user gifted
Ahegao
a
girl
tier 1
manga
sub to
anime
Love
case.
Anon is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. They can use sound alerts as messages as well.
Apparently.
9.25 inch realistic silicone dildo.
What is Yulin reading off?
Water-based creamy lube.
Yulin's reading off gift suggestions. Why should give
Super
something
long
to
User gifted a tier 1 sub to Sound
Anal
Alert.
butt plug 25.6 inches.
Wait,
What?
Length or circumference?
That's length.
Either way is. Well, actually, one way is more insane than
plug
the
your
other, I
height.
guess.
Oh, it looks like a dragon though.
Oh my goodness. Yulin's no, not her. Not her. Not Yulin's wish list. Yulin's suggested wish list. That thing will kill you? Probably.
I mean, if you took the whole thing. That is one of the best Twitter threads of all time, with the person taking the hentai pic of the tattoo that says, you know, like
An anonymous user gifted
going
a
up their
tier 1
stomach,
sub
and
to
it's like
Sandwich
the I don't even feel it. We're starting to feel it. Nice, daddy. Oh God, yes, marry me. And it's like, you know, more than a foot into her, right? And then somebody took that and they were like, hey, I fixed it. And it's like, I feel it. Ow. Dead, 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 dead. And then like thousands of women were like, bullshit, and just like retweeted videos of themselves.
Oh my god! Was that bait?
I feel like that's bait.
But it sure fucking worked as bait.
Sandwich King
It was
TV.
thousands of them.
That's free advertising.
I don't think it was bait. I don't. I mean, like, there is a point at which it's too much, but
they seemed so condescending with the first one, and it was one of those art pictures that was like, here, I fixed it for you, that's like, I don't think it was.
It wasn't, like, coy.
It's one of those moments where, like, two separate communities overlap in a weird way.
67, 70.
If you've not you know it's called biology. You would know how much would literally kill someone.
I don't got any more boxes. That's what I was looking for.
Human body is amazing.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Maybe I can empty out this kraut box. And
Clearly, that yes, you can. It can be biology, and you can also be a fucking moron.
Nah, no problem.
I need a box for that. They're so heavy.
So many. That's so much meat.
We'll take your entire stock.
Oh, that's sure my math is right. I usually don't have to do this too often, but I usually don't have to.
Is Cairo back yet? Cairo isn't back yet. He'll be by later, probably.
Yeah. So you got 7 sausages with onion and relish, 7 times 4.75, plus the sausage with.
Oh, are you excited for Cairo to come back, Global?
They are. They always are.
17.
Why'd you say it like that?
Additional.
Because Global only is that nice to Cairo just to fucking piss me off.
Oh my goodness.
You know what they say, the enemy of my enemy.
Yeah, right. It's
Is Cairo an enemy?
Give me $65.
No.
Right? I got that. Oh. I'll do it separate so you don't get taxed on that. So 65 comes to 69.31 with the tax, and then you could add it afterwards. Thanks for waiting, man.
Maybe they just like Cairo more, Yulin.
Oh, they like Cairo more.
I'm locking them doors.
Or alternatively, maybe they like you more.
You got it, bro. I'll see you next
They
time.
grown.
All right. Have a happy Father's Day, man.
Oh, this is filmed on Father's Day, apparently.
What's up, Artie?
Somewhat recent.
I can cook something for you real fast. Yeah, it's alright. It's all good, bro.
Oh, they're locking up?
Oh,
Yeah,
are we
looks like
done?
they're closing for the night.
How many you need? No, it's good, bro.
Oh, that's what that is. It's a little step.
Yeah? Oh, wait, what do you think it was?
I don't know. I
I thought it was some cable.
Why is he working
There
at a
is
different
a
place?
cable
Because sometimes he
there
works
too.
at the store, sometimes he works in the food truck.
I'm positive, bro. No
It's
worries.
clearly set up the same way. You were doing pretty good this morning, Yelena viewers.
Yeah.
We get that.
I was thinking
Let's get that partner soon.
way
yeah?
more.
2 of the chili cheese and potato.
I was thinking way more about how much I was fucking struggling because there was incline.
Oh. that's
Global.
On the chili cheese and
Global
potatoes,
put
you
me
want
at
the mild
12,
chili
like
or
right
common
away.
chili?
and it was just like,
No.
You want to eat your.
Do you need to raise it?
No, because it's not like I hit it every day. It's just a few times a week.
There you go.
Well, thanks, you core. What? What did I do? Man, how cool is it that I can lay down and stream?
It's alright. Lights out after this.
It's
Guess you're
pretty cool you
just
can stay
another.
awake for it.
One at a time?
Sounds like a
Struggle.
plan to me. I'm about to do the same.
I was to say, yeah, that's not too unusual for a VR chat streamer.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're all over.
What's up, Elon?
Hi, hi.
Yeah.
Like if I'm hurt, this fits right in that immediate.
Right.
I said I'm starving and I don't want to wait and I don't want to cook. I mean, right now I got to.
You don't even need to be
So you're
awake
gonna
to
be
stream
fed.
either. Yeah, that's what Elon is for.
No dog this weekend?
No. No, I'm not a mod. You can't put that on
Okay,
me.
tomorrow. Right? Yeah, it's Friday. I know. I thought it was Thursday. All
You-
day.
God, you live now.
Time to mod Elon. Oh, you got more suggestions on your throne, Elon?
Yeah. Oh, so you kind of put yourself in a pinch, huh?
Benda.
Yeah. So fuck, if you're not making money, you're spending money, so you might as well do it.
Lactate original strength, lactose intolerance, relief caplets. I'm
Everything's
not
fucking
lactose
expensive, man.
intolerant.
You go out of the house and get
Oh.
done.
Oh yeah, you are.
How to win friends and influence people. Alright, this is just insulting.
What do you mean, don't bring the sleep stream back?
Saint Nicholas of Cage. Nick Cage original religious painting poster metal tin sign. That's actually kind of funny. And then
Thing's like
Nicholas
$6
Cage in a
up
banana. Bright yellow
shit
vinyl
double.
waterproof sticker decal. Wow, that is incredible.
Right.
What is it?
It is a sticker of a banana being peeled, but instead of like a
Yeah.
banana inside the banana
Put 'em
peel,
there. Yeah, everything's that expensive.
it's Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
Right.
But a machine generating cornflakes
Yeah.
$7.
Oh no, who is it?
No, cereal got really expensive.
I don't even know when you pick that, but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
What if I have one of those black pepper grinders, like the disposable one? I'm standing there, and I get away with charging you for
You want walk to the ends of the earth to not be a mod?
So now you can't find it normal thing.
No, I know.
I get like a white peppercorn blend from Malaysia, or some mountain range in Malaysia, and they $14. Peppers are fucking.
I don't mind not being a mod. Mod is actually work.
My buddy reached out to me. He's like, "Aunt, do me a favor. You know,
It
I
hurt
need
my
chili,
feelings.
potatoes, hot dogs for the
When
yeah, no problem." So I ran across the street to
when
Walgreens to get those little quart-sized Tupperware containers.
who was it?
$7.
There were two
I'm like, they
people.
sell 'em for what?
They
in a
show.
dollar
I think
store,
it might have been
$1.25. I'm like, I'm
Central
just
and
in a
Addy.
pinch, but I was like $7
Show
for
up.
this? Like I thought you
Get
ran your alcohol.
VIP. And I was like, what?
You can even get them in ShopRite for like.
What
that's
am I?
crazy.
That's a place like Walgreens or City
Gotta play hard to get.
What?
Right.
That's how I ended up being a mod.
Right.
Wait, what are you talking
I
about, Elon?
kept saying no.
You're absolutely right.
I was saying I don't want to be a mod for you.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah, like 8 ounces or whatever.
But also like, you don't even need more mods. You've got a right hand mod.
come on. Yeah, Ice is cool. Is Ice awake right now?
I don't know, but they're here.
They haven't spoken in a little bit.
Might be playing ZZZ. ZZZ's good game.
Nah, yeah, that's insane.
Oh my god, Ice is here!
nice.
Oh!
Ice is the type of person that like you go to camp retreat in school And it's like,
Huh?
are you awake?
Where's this going?
Yeah, I'm awake. How about you? Are you awake? Yeah, I'm awake. Is Ice awake? And nobody says anything. He Ice fell asleep, and then Ice goes, yeah, I'm awake. You're like, oh, he's actually there.
No, it was fucking muggy as shit today.
Ice, how far are you in
Yeah, I thought maybe
ZZZ?
the
Yeah.
rain cooled it
Have you
down
finished
a
the
little
story? The main story? I'm wondering how long it is.
I've been seeing some good memes come out of it.
Alright, Artie, that's it.
No, oh
Soda.
dear.
Got 11, 20.
Well, it's gotten dark outside in
11,
the video.
25, 15, 16, 75.
That was quick. It's only been 10 minutes since they locked up. Well, then again, in the city, the sun just goes behind a building and then it's dark.
You got it, Artie. I'll see you during the week. I locked that.
So Kaku shows up in the story, right?
Phone right behind you.
4 hot dogs for $16.75.
I'll see you, bro.
Well, that's like $4 ish a hot dog.
That is a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, he clearly sells a crap ton of hot dogs. I don't think he stocks
Load it up.
these entire videos.
Wheel of Radcliffe from France. It was pungent, sharp.
Oh, no?
Great purchase
boy.
overall. The machine with which
Fruit
we
and
melted
cheese.
with was not, so I threw it away. Then 6 months ago, we got a whole wheel
Oh,
of
is he
Radcliffe from
trying
Switzerland,
again?
Home of the Radcliffe. It was more mild and fruity, combined with the superior machine. It melted extremely well. To make sure Radcliffe
Those
truly
pears?
never ends in this house.
Pixel, are you saying hi to Spacefish?
You might have heard people say
Spacefish
that
said
Alpine
hi
is the
like
best
ages
region in
ago.
Europe for cheese. But have you heard of the saying Vermont is the Alpine of America? I didn't hear that because I know that. I found the only farm in America that specializes in Alpine style cheeses, and they carry a version of Radcliffe. So let's take a little road trip today.
I don't know if I can handle your viewers, Zealand. Chat's going so fast right now.
Keep it safe.
Prime.Inc. Is it KSI? Good question. Now we're gonna grab a couple of simple components to make the Radcliffe sandwich.
When
gonna
I'm
go with
walking,
some prosciutto,
I fall
baguette,
behind.
and
When I'm
that's
playing a
probably it.
game, it's so
Impossible.
bad. Yeah, it's like I'll fall behind, and then I'll fail the most basic instructions like
This
I
is
did
where
in
the cheese farm
Skyrim,
is.
and
You know, I
like
went to school in
that
upstate
speeds
New
chat
York,
up
and I
because I'll be
thought
like,
that
oh,
was the
this
definition
fucking
of
guy,
middle of
what is he
nowhere.
looking at? He's
Until I
fucking
came
blind, and then somebody says blind, and they all start spamming blind emotes. It's like, oh god.
That's okay, you can ignore me, Cora. Just don't lash out at me like Hewlin does.
Okay, to be fair, this guy was like, did you see the thing with Fillion? And I'm like, I'm going over all the stuff Fillion has gone. He's like, did you see the thing with Fillion? He was perma-banned on YouTube. Ewan, did you see the... He's ignoring me. He's ignoring me again. He's ignoring that I did. I'm like, oh, I will get to it.
Alright, thanks. So the manager of the farm didn't allow us to
I'm
farm,
really
as the
bad
cheese
during
making process
Stardew.
is technically
I'm like, I'll be
proprietary
good for a little
information,
while,
which basically means I'm not
and then
gonna
everybody
tell
will get
anybody
like
how to
nice
do
and
this,
chill
so I
and
make the most
vibey,
money. And we always
and so
gotta
I'll like
respect
just stop
people
like,
getting
oh,
that
nothing's
bread.
going on
I
in
mean,
chat,
cheese in
and then
this
I'll
case.
focus
But
on a
don't you worry,
day,
there's
and
a
then we'll
lot
have
of
like a
information
save
on
point
Radcliffe
between
on
days, and
Google,
I'll look
combined
at
with some
those like
online
10
forums that
new
I
ones.
found.
I'm
I
like,
can
oh
explain
god,
to you
how
the
long have
process
those been
perfectly.
there?
This is actually a wheel
Wait,
of a
Phil,
retailer.
oh my
The process
god.
is super similar. You get the idea.
The world famous holes.
The Kardashian. I mean,
Or
what?
yeah, Taiga,
Let me meet
Taiga.
these
Oh, were you
figures,
talking
and I'll
about
just
Taiga
talk over
stuff?
them. Raclette comes from the French
We were
word
talking about both today.
which means to scrape.
I
One
heard
of
a
the
little
rare
bit about
cheeses
Taiga
in
stuff.
Europe that's named after the preparation rather than the geographical location.
Do you see
Before
what
Radcliffe started
he got
trending
banned
on
for?
TikTok, it had a long history in the Alpine region. Originated in the
didn't?
Valais region,
Oh, I
Radclette
didn't
has
either.
become
Given all his old
prominent
stuff,
in
I
every Swiss household.
I mean-
Going back
dislike
to the
him, so
medieval
fuck
times,
him.
Swiss shepherds used to
I'm
take
not
these semi-hard cheese
surprised,
wheels
but
up to the
I would.
melt the surface with an open
You know,
fire,
I'd
and
like to
scrape
see
it
the
onto bread or
thumbnail.
potatoes. It evolved into a communal dish where families gather around the melter
For
and put
research.
cheese onto whatever they want, compared to that of America, where people take individual slices of cheeses to their burger. The divorce rate in Switzerland is much lower, and family life is much more prominent. And this is Fred, a Swiss cheesemaker. I found him online. Fred takes good care of his cows. In exchange, they give him fresh, high-quality milk. Then the milk is carefully heated
What is happening in
large
this
copper
video?
vats. Then bacterial cultures and rennet are added to
He's
the
going
milk,
to a
causing it
farm
to curdle. The
where they
curd is
make,
then put into
Did he
small
actually
cups
go to a
and allowed
farm?
to separate, just like my parents.
Yes. But they said they
Scooped
can't
into
record
molds
on.
where they're pressed to
Yes,
remove excess
yes,
flavor.
three.
Meat is soaked in the salt brine, which enhances its flavor.
That's a
and
lot
helps
of
with
Twitter
preservation.
accounts.
Here comes the most important part. The
talking
cheese
about
must
salt
be
of his
aged in cellars
crimes
to at least
there.
3 months, given it time to develop its unique nutty flavor and creamy texture, or what I call the stinky feet transformation. After the aging process, the wheels are regularly turned.
Yeah, I'm
and
kind
brushed
of,
with brine
I'm,
to
t- I'm,
form
I'm
its
like
characteristic
multitasking
mark.
right now.
Only
I'm
then
not,
can
I'm
that
not,
bread be shipped to Future Canoe's fridge and combat the other
I'm
radioactive
trying to read
ingredients.
chat right now,
So
and it's,
that is
this
the general
guy's
process
typing a
of how
lot.
people make raclette in the Swiss Alps. In
More than
Vermont,
normal.
it is a little bit different. In Europe, every
Well, the
farm
thing
uses
about
the
it,
host
Always
Akasha,
feels like an
in
is
the
that
Netherlands.
exception.
It is the most common
he
dairy
has
breed.
crossed
In
other
America, we have
lines.
something called the Jersey
It's not
cows,
like
just like many other things
he
here.
has
It
done
may not be
nothing
the
and
best
they have
looking,
done
but the
nothing.
fat content
Tyga has
is off
crossed the
roof.
line
As a result,
many
the dairy
times in the
products from
past.
these cows
And
are
now
richer
he's on
and
the like,
creamier.
hey,
You guys
keep an
already
eye
know
on
how
this
much I
fucker
love
list.
Bluebell ice cream.
Because
I was
clearly they
delighted
need
to
to
find
keep an
out
eye
that
on
in
him.
Texas,
Also-
most
he's
farms
getting
use
bonked.
Jersey cows.
You
They're
know,
allowed
for
to film
the
outside
same
of the
stuff that others
cheesemaking
are. Well, they're
facility, so
flying under
here's
the
some
radar
extremely
because they
cute
haven't
babies
pissed
that
you
I
tube
got
off
to
in the
play with.
past.
Also, a lot of those videos don't stay up that long. And if they don't have a lot of views.
No. No, he's sleeping.
During the school year, this farm also serves as an
Hey, the
after-school
bear.
activity for inner-city kids to learn about the dairy farm industry. These cows get to spend time with humans all the time, that's why they're super social. Their tongues kind of feel like cat's tongue, and I sniffed my hand afterwards. It doesn't even smell that bad. Kind of smells like my English teacher back in middle school.
Love the scratches. Love the scratches. Oh.
Oh my god, there's more! Crock-pot artisan round enameled cast iron Dutch oven. Wera Click Torque C3 torque wrench with reversible
This
ratchet.
pretty lady giving us kisses is named
Black Decker
Alexa.
12
She's
cup
one of the most
replacement
social on this farm.
carafe
And today I
Duraf
learned
Life
that a
glass
cow is
dishwasher
only a
safe.
cow
Okay,
if they
coffee
give
pot.
birth. Before they give birth, they're called heifers.
What?
Therefore, I'd like to formally extend an apology to
Two
my sister. It was wrong
Wavian
of me to call you a cow when
3008
you're clearly a
5.3
heifer.
gallon
You're not even on
20
your way
liter
since you
authentic
came and
carb
locked down
fuel
the
jerry
boyfriend. Love you
can.
though. See you on Sunday.
And then another of those. And then Zippo custom lighter. Second Amendment skull and guns.
Some of the most random stuff that's starting to appear. Or maybe I just don't recognize the pattern.
It's a sad time. We gotta say goodbye to Alexa. She's so pretty. If I could, I'll just stay here and watch them eat grass all day.
Calarona cowboy hat for men and women. It's all coming back to me, Core. I deserve
What an
this.
amazing experience. I got to learn
Think she's
about
AFK.
cheese and pet a Hefner. I didn't get
Aw.
a chance to eat today.
Didn't
I'm
say
getting
anything,
pretty
though.
hungry. So before I head back to New York, we're gonna make a raclette sandwich in the car. Here's our old friend.
All
the
coming
superior
back.
machine.
From the time you were in Texas?
No, from years of like harassing people with throwing suggestions.
That looks like
Oh.
a French.
It's all coming
Karma's
back.
getting
to
you.
me.
Very thin layer, very soft. Mild cheese with more of a floral and fruity notes. Fruity, not
What did I
not
miss?
so bad.
Welcome back.
Smell it.
You missed me reading even newer
smell
throwing
like Strudel.
suggestions.
From the cows out
Oh, how were they?
And the herd mentality.
The herd mentality.
They're
once
awful.
one starts going, they all go. I mean, we went.
Alpaca pellet feed. Okay, that one's
That's
kind of
right.
funny.
Are you an alpaca? Or is it for Pixel?
It's
Supposed to be a
I think that's
half
for
wheel,
Faisal.
So we can hold it like that.
Holy shit,
But
that
right
thing
now
looks
we're on
crazy.
a quarter.
Tough
wonder how we can do a
suede
time lapse of what's happening.
equitation chaps.
I'll
I'm
just
waiting
use
for
stock
Pixel to turn
footage
into an anime girl.
Before I finish the grilling, I should probably prepare the sandwich first.
I'm not going to reject those.
Uncircumcised.
He's doing this in the back of his
Resolve
car.
Ultra Pet.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Ooh.
Plastic if you didn't.
That just a big old slice of prosciutto?
This is a beautiful sound.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
This bottle of lube is $72.
You're not even paying attention to. Oh, that's better than lube.
I don't think most people will appreciate it if you pour hot cheese on that crotch.
Strudel, raclette, and baguette. Ham and cheese.
I'm not saying you can. I'm not saying that.
I thought that too, Sir Noble.
What do you think?
Very good.
Street side raclette scraping.
Don't clip that.
Too late.
I had a funny clip earlier.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty well. I
So
should start a
people were
business.
talking about
Now,
space
time
fish.
to go home.
And Sis was with me this morning. He was like,
Did
I
you get-
respect
did
her
you
'cause
see
she's
how-
Finnish. And I was like, I don't respect her because she's Finnish. I respect her because she's kind, hardworking, nice, funny, smart, you know, all these things. They clip. I don't respect her because she's Finnish.
They sent it to space, didn't they?
Did you see?
Sent it to her. She shows up like, what the hell, you?
I also bought this block over here. It's called Terran Taste. Is their award-winning cheese from the National Cheese Competition.
Did you see how she was acting in her collab the other day?
This supposedly is the best cheese
Yeah,
they produce.
yeah.
It's
She
aged
was so,
for longer
like,
than the rat
on
so it's
edge.
harder. And you can see here it has the signature caved brine. This is a tradition dating
saw
back
a
to
bit
when
of
the
it. I
shepherds
thi-
in the
I think I
Alpine
was
region
napping when
take
you
their
started.
cheese wheels up to the Alps. They'll use really thick
I
and
saw a
tight
bit of
rope
it.
to tie
I was
around
kinda
the
wrapped
cheese
in
wheels
something
so the
else,
horse
and
can
anytime
carry.
I
And
looked
the
over, I was
rope
like, huh,
eventually is
they're
gonna
still in
shake
the
the
same
wheels
room.
like that. But I think they do it right now just for the
Huh.
aesthetic.
Space
Kinda
Fish is
like-
laughing.
Like when I take off
A
my pants
lot.
before. First, let's open this up and give the Terran Taste a Terran taste. Just by cutting it, I can already
That
feel
game
how
looked
much
hard. It
harder
reminded
is
me of
than
the
a
Rabbit
raclette.
game.
I don't think it's gonna
Mhm.
melt. It tastes like a high
Unfortunately, the latency between us made it it actually gives you input lag if you're far from the house, and it's like, oh no.
I should have done cheese instead. Just from what I
Saying is it
remember,
needs
I think
rollback?
this piece of American raclette
Yeah.
tastes similar.
Well,
to
I mean,
the
it just
French
needs to
one.
give
It's
the
not as
client
hard as the
authority.
French one, but it's definitely harder than the Swiss one. So today I'm gonna scrape it onto everything I can find in my house.
If
and
the
play a
latency
game I
connection,
like
though,
to
it makes
call-
sense. Distance between you two.
Yeah, I mean,
Weeks
that makes
ago, we
sense,
made
but
that
it,
chili feastcake.
but
That's when I
like,
started wondering, what if we scrape raclette?
it's not
on
even
top?
like
That's
it.
what we're gonna do. But instead of homemade hoagie bread, we're gonna use baguette.
It's not even like
and
jumps
instead
are
of
off. It's
thinly
just
sliced prime ribeye,
even
we're gonna
moving.
use
It was
whatever's on
latency.
sale. I guess the only constant is the onion. Hot pan,
Yeah.
You-
hot oil. Gonna put some
need
butter
rollback.
on this
already
beef. This is the
suggested
top round, which is
the
one of the
assless
toughest
chaps.
cuts, and
Okay,
it's
those are the
fairly
same
thick, so
assless chaps
I
you've
don't think I'm
suggested
doing it.
before.
I think my strategy is just
An
Oh, thank you for
anonymous user
gifting
gifted a
something.
tier 1 sub
Gifting
to
something?
Sub.
And we're not gonna
Gifting
cook
a
it
sub
long
to
so it doesn't
Sisselton.
get tough. As soon as I flipped it, they started bubbling up and boiling.
The checkpoint thing?
Why
What
is
checkpoint
this
thing?
happening? Over here making
There's a
boiled
checkpoint
steak.
thing?
Oh
It's not
yeah,
like a
were you
hot pot.
two
Anyways,
using
we'll
the
turn up
checkpoints at all?
heat,
I
put in
didn't
some
see
more
any
oil, and
when
add
you were
in the onions.
playing.
The moisture
We
from the
didn't know
onions
about
gonna
any
help us
checkpoints.
catch all that fond on the bottom. Scrape
Oh,
as
yeah,
carefully
you
as
could
we
put
can
down
to release all the
checkpoints
flavor. The beef is not
anytime,
the best quality. We
so
have
that
to
when
have
you
the
fall,
onions
you
done.
work
When
back
it's pretty
into
much
it.
all brown and soft, we'll add it back in, mix it together, and we'll move
I
on
thought
to
you were
grilling
just
the
playing
rest.
with
I
it
realized
off or
how the first
something.
machine we've
What
ever gotten was a
insane?
quarter
What
wheel.
the
Why did I say that?
fuck?
Usually I'm a hoarder, but the one time I try to be minimalistic, I screw myself over.
Or
What? It was. The tutorials didn't say anything about it, and no one said anything. You guys were wondering and didn't say anything? 2 people were wondering and didn't say anything?
Raclette from all 3 countries is in the
You
wrong.
like
The French
playing
one has
hard
the
games.
hardest one, so it's the hardest.
That is
to
your
scrape,
thing, Core.
But it tastes better.
Yeah.
On
Not
the
Space
Swiss one
Fish's
is
thing.
entirely made to be scraped. It was so easy. and
Yeah.
the rind melts really
She
well
was-
as well.
she was-
American
she
one
was-
is
Why do I have to go
interesting,
through
though, 'cause
hard
the
mode?
rind is semi-hard and it gets kind of crispy. Take a look at the cross section. Let's give it a taste and rate 1 to
Next
10.
time, I
There's no need
guess.
to ask the question, Willie Raclette. The first
Well, how is this
always
on me
works.
when,
I don't
like,
make the
it was
rules.
just-
I think Josh does. But besides
the game didn't say
cheese,
anything
a
about
little
it.
more on the chewy side, this is the perfect cheese for sandwiches. It's
Doesn't
mild
it?
enough to
No!
highlight all other ingredients.
game doesn't
and
even
has
mention
enough
it.
Noticeable pungency to make the whole thing.
You know, it's
better. As
funny.
for scraping
Sis
raclette
asked
onto
about it. He was
everything
like,
in
they
my
were doing the
pantry,
checkpoints,
let's let
right?
my
And I was
intrusive
like,
thoughts
I
bring
can't
once in a
imagine
while.
them
I'm making
not
right now
doing
a
the
brioche
checkpoints.
peanut
Surely
butter and
they
jelly
were.
sandwich. Remember when I added my peanut slushy
And
into my
where's the
roommate's
soup?
Jeffy?
This
Well,
was
he
a
didn't
choice
notice.
both of you
He
made.
ate it.
I train you guys not to spoil me, not to not tell me about
Now with the sandwich all laid
features
out, time to
of
grill and
a
scrape.
rage game.
Okay. How about this? Next time, you 2 can play Bakura instead. Because that requires less weird timing. The latency won't be much of an
The
issue.
problem with an
And
8
Your
it's also
space
platform with
fish.
some, like,
in to hold the cheese
puzzling.
going.
Our
It does make
space
the
fish.
scraping easier though.
Wait, cheese? On PB&J?
It actually
Huh.
looks really
That
good.
might be
Let's
good.
give it a taste and rate 1 to 10.
It'll be more savory than, but you get a little bit of sweetness with
I
it.
just realized this is essentially a plate of fruit, cheese, and nuts. It's a classic combination, but somehow I
fruit, cheese,
expected it
nuts.
to be weird. The raclette by nature is soft and creamy.
like
kinda
fondue with
just
cheese.
hanging out in the background, highlighting all other
And it's
ingredients.
kinda
It works
combination.
both savory and
What do you
sweet.
guys
So if
talk-
the
I
jelly
didn't
is a
do
good
anything
idea,
to
I wonder
Space
if it
Fish.
works on actual
I
fruits.
warned her
The
ahead of
grocery store
time.
labeled them as white cherries. They're
Fish
clearly
abuse.
not white. I think they're actually called Rainier cherries in Washington. They only come in the summer. They're sweeter and the flesh is more firm than the average purple cherry.
I like
This is
cherry.
slowly turning into a disaster over here. Okay, cheese-covered cherry. Let's give it a taste. It tastes good again.
Can you at
The
least
sweet
take the
and
stems
savory
off?
combination is working really well. I think this video is slowly straying away from Willie Raclette, but turning into what doesn't work with cheese. I saw some great answers on Reddit. First
Chocolate?
being sushi, but not just any sushi. It's grocery store sushi.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty much the
That'd probably
food
be
equivalent
fine.
of giving up on life. So let's see if
Cheese and
Raclette
fish
can
is
make it
probably
better. It looks
okay.
like a piece of deteriorating fish skin just accidentally
Why would
fell
you-
on top of the sushi. Let's first start with a salmon avocado roll. You can't even tell it's sushi
I've-
anymore.
They already put
It
cream
doesn't really
cheese in
taste like
sushi
it anymore
nowadays,
either.
so
Let's do a more hardcore
So I was gonna
test. Straight
say-
up nigiri,
say-
no avocado or seaweed, just raw fish, rice, and cheese. I feel like I'm offending a lot of people over here. It's definitely not a good idea, but the thing is, it's not that bad. So,
Yeah,
so
Coke
far
Zero
the
tastes like
conclusion
medicine.
is cheese doesn't make
Most of
anything
the-
bad, but it
the
doesn't
good for
go
you
with
ones
sushi.
taste like
I just spent
medicine.
more time on Reddit and became an expert on the topic
Yeah.
of how to make cheese taste nasty. This seemed like the most reliable option. Banana dipped in
I've started
ketchup,
just
and we're gonna put
buying,
cheese on top of it.
sparkling
What-
water
what the
and,
hell is
Bad
this?
situation over
concentrated.
here. But first of all, the
This is
dipping
the-
already seemed pretty gross.
This is the original
so
We
I'm
Have Food at
confident
Home
that I will
meme.
finally
It's just
defeat the
bananas
Raclette here.
sizzling
This will be
in
our
ketchup.
last experiment.
Ketchup
I'm pulling
and
up air quotes if you can't see
bananas.
me. Of the day, because the machine's overheating and
The
I don't think I
machine
wanna
is
eat anything after
overheating?
this. Looks like it's in need of a hospital nearby, but let's give it a taste and rate
I
it
like
1 to
Coke
10.
Zero.
Coke?
Can you
It's
join?
actually really
Join
good.
what?
The flavor and the texture of the banana blends really well with the cheese.
I
and
used
both of
to
them
drink a lot of
together
Coke
creates
Zero,
a
but I'm
sweet and
losing the
savory
taste of soda,
foundation for the
so
tomato ketchup.
not
The three of them
anymore.
complete each other. I really enjoy this
Neko's not
combination,
here.
which is something I didn't want to learn about myself. As you guys know, my family doesn't
you mean
know
you-
about this channel.
you mean
What
Senril?
if they discover in the future and watch my videos and realize I enjoy ketchup, banana, and cheese? I'll never have a chance to beat my sister to become the favorite child of the family. So let's all just stuff it down and never talk about this incident ever again. Anyways, I just realized we've been focusing on the struggle so much that we haven't done struggle meal in a while. Let's take it up a notch and bring some culture to the channel. If you have a struggle meal recipe that's representative of your country, send it to me and we'll do struggle meals around the world. Very excited. Alright, thank you.
McDonald's Coke used to be really good, but now it's like mid.
Now then, welcome to Brick Lane, my friends. And I'm super excited.
Another reason I
No,
didn't
I'm
say
not
anything
super
about the
excited at all,
checkpoints,
'cause I
I've
know
gotten
what's
used to
Do you know why we're at
watching
Brick Lane?
D try to flip up a hillside
Bit of
for
a
an entire
giveaway.
hour on
It's one of these for
stream.
me as well.
So, you
We're
know.
actually going
Right.
to the best,
Did she play that?
the best Indian restaurant on Brick
She,
Lane.
no, she
This guy's done it
did that in
before.
Dragon's
It is the
Dogma too.
hottest
What is he
curry in
drinking?
the UK, the hottest curry in England.
It was
It's
that
actually called
rolling boulder up the hill
Devil's
game, whatever it's
Tongue.
called.
And on a
Nah,
scale
that
of
would be
1
more
to 10,
sensible.
How hot was it? If you haven't seen DJ's version of it, by the
What
way,
are they drinking? Is that just milk?
I'll put the link at
They're
the
so
end of it.
small.
You can get little tiny. Yeah, like you go to a corner shop and you just pick up a little tiny bottle of milk.
That's average. Am I right, guys?
Jesus Christ, Yuland.
Yuland.
Right, okay.
So we'll leave that
I wish I
till
could
the
find
end
bottles
of the
that
video.
small
What
since I
worries me is
go through
you can
stuff
take
so
Spice.
slowly.
You can take the
So you can handle it?
You're
That is
drinking
like
milk 'cause you know what's
a
coming.
singular
I just
drink
wanna
for
sit on
me.
my stomach because,
What,
it's a
like
bit
one
warm.
gulp?
It's
Well,
a little bit warm.
Was it warm
Yeah.
the morning after?
Demon.
I might be lactose intolerant, so I probably shouldn't be drinking
People
that
who watch
anyway.
my channel will actually know.
Well, I mean, it's
that
fine to
I
drink
cannot
it. Just
take
take
I
some
cannot take the
lactate.
spice. City Spice, the
Yeah.
Devil's Tongue, the hottest curry
Well,
in the
well,
UK.
that's- it
I'm
works.
gonna take it on, and just for you guys, I am actually.
I don't
gonna
like
try my
milk enough
best
to really
actually
make that
eat it all. There's no
worthwhile.
time limit, is there?
No,
Why not?
No time limit.
Just gotta finish it.
Right, that makes it
Yeah,
even worse
just
because
don't care too much
if
for
there's
it.
no time
Why
limit,
not?
Then you know it's going to be
Just
hot.
like milk more.
Yeah.
So,
Just enjoy it more.
well, so I don't know what all that's about. Brick Lane, absolutely.
Oh my god, why has this
amazing.
video gotten so loud?
Lots of excellent graffiti art.
Can you
And
guys
also
eat food
some
already?
Indian
Music in the
restaurants
background.
In England, in Brick Lane.
They have
City
been. They've been
Spice.
drinking
We're off
milk.
there now.
That's-
If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, click that little bell for notifications.
Is that the end of the video?
Videos. Wish me luck. And without further ado, my
Oh,
friends.
this is a
No, this is supposed to be at a
26
curry video, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
the
dude.
most
Come on, go on, eat the fucking curry.
YouTube opening I've seen in a long time.
Or just sees hottest curry challenge and she sees a challenge.
Hell yeah. I understand that.
Are we gonna get to the food?
But at the same time, I'm gonna regret
This
this
is
later.
this is a lot of B-roll.
This is how it is.
Jesus Christ, dude!
There is a style that British people make videos in.
Right, okay.
And this
so
is
we're here
matching
for
all
Niaz,
of that.
And
Is
we're also here with
Is it
DJ as
now?
well. I normally
Same
say
on
look
TV.
forward to this, but,
Let's throw in a sorted
can you
food
tell me
video
a
and they
little
just
bit
jump
more
right in.
about The Devil's Tongue.
Well, I think you shouldn't be looking forward
Tons
to
of
today.
pre-
Gotta pad the video to appease the. No. If you pad the video, more people are gonna click off and get less watch time.
Yep.
And what we're essentially
Yeah,
doing
you
is
gotta
we're
keep
going
it 30
we'll
seconds or
soon be
less
going for a
now.
Guinness World Record. What we're trying to do is
It has to be
Yeah, you have
engaging
to
the
be
entire way
10 minutes.
through.
possibly eat. Forget London.
10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour long.
Be engaging the entire way through. Just put a Shrek at the corner dancing the entire time.
We don't just, chuck 10 teaspoons of chili powder in and go give it to you, because then what is that for you? You want to be
Where
able to
is
taste the dish.
Holy shit! Are they still not eating?
Wait for the spice to kick in. Sort of like
Tons of preamble, I'm telling you.
okay, but the next thing you know, it's not worth your time. Yeah. So
I'm
what
so-
we've done is what we do with the dish is we take the spiciest chilies that you can find, we import them in. So you got.
Oh my god, the audio mixing's awful too.
Yeah. I think it's called the Jalopia, a few Carolina Reapers, a few Nagas. We then take the seeds out. With olive oil, make a base sauce with them.
They can't even do this
Puree your
inside
actual
for some
spices. So
reason.
put it back in. You can use that as the base of the dish before we add in your nice chili powder, turmeric, and spices here and there to make a very nice curry for you to enjoy before the spice kicks in.
Because it's very
Yeah,
easy
Pixel, you
to
get
have
it.
a hot curry, but not have taste with it as well. Like you said,
Top
you
tier
have the same
British
formula.
food.
Loads of, different.
Huh.
Yeah, tons of preamble. for a show about looking at cars.
Yes, it has got taste. You'll enjoy it for about the first, I'd say, 10-15 seconds. And we've attempted to, you know,
all the B tier documentaries.
I want to see the
BBC
food.
and ITV pay for.
What we've done is, so we've taken the chicken tikka. Yeah.
Why do you want to give Hoshi the British debuff?
In a marinade that's also incredibly spicy. So there's no hope here
That's
today.
specific.
Well, obviously,
There's no hope. Give me the thumbs up, come on.
Well, obviously, Darren's already done
She gets
incredibly
magically
well.
cursed to be British.
What the fuck?
Did I hear you say, now I'm sure I heard you say,
That's the
you're
speaking
making it
accent.
a little bit spicier.
That'd be awful.
need to do it for charity.
People don't. You don't.
Maybe.
I don't think people want to hear me try to do a British accent.
Just add in a bit more pain, where possible.
Right, well I have actually brought, I know
Are you
you
sure
can't drink
about
anything
that?
well you're actually eating it, but before,
That sound
before
awful.
I eat it, I'm going to line my stomach with milk. Is that allowed?
You can't do that because your performance this
Anyway,
morning.
so,
Listen,
you know what?
you
Let's
can't
just get
judge my
into this
performance when
and get
I'm
inside.
at 12%
I can't
incline,
wait
okay?
for
That's
this.
not fair.
Let's go on. Actually,
I don't know. You're doing pretty good. 50 viewers, Yulin.
it is really tasty at the same time, so come on, let's do it.
Maybe you should.
Oh, your walking performance was fantastic.
I don't like my Zuby impression.
I don't like your Zuby impressions.
Mr. Yuland, when are we going to play Hearts of Iron 4, Mr. Yuland?
That is a neon. Is that curry or is that carrots?
Kingfisher.
The Zuby is not a Bond villain.
They already showed us the menu once, but you know, we gotta show it a second time.
The full review.
Jesus Christ! How many minutes are we into this video? 7 minutes! We haven't even seen a glimpse of the curry.
I blame TV license.
Oh yeah, don't forget you got to sign.
That means there's no ads on certain channels, but they gotta fill that space.
Didn't I tell you? Yeah, you got to sign a waiver, mate.
26 minutes and 2 seconds for this video.
Right, so gonna have a couple of
Wait, are they gonna go through appetizers before we see the curry?
Sign the waiver. I mean, signing a waiver.
Oh wait, no, it's a challenge. It has to just be the curry, right?
I must be Radio Rental. How did I get roped into this?
Oh my god, it's food.
So I've got your
Yes.
waiver plea for you to sign.
You think you're getting food? No, they just give you a taste of it. Now you gotta go through the waiver again.
I'll take it. Right, you ready?
Yeah, get it signed.
My mom gave me cherries. Oh my god. Mom gave me cherries.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking about that a
signing
little
a
bit
waiver.
ago.
Spicy
So
food.
here we go. Got to sign the waiver.
So dramatic.
City Spice.
Wait, they did
Challenge
actually do
Devil's Tongue.
appetizers before the
Named
curry.
By the amazing Darren John. The first to beat the dish. Right, okay. I understand that City Spice.
The chef making it is wearing a yeah, because if you're cooking like super hot food,
Godforsakenly spicy.
it's literally in the air.
And City Spice cannot and will
It will
not be held
destroy your
responsible
eyes.
for any next day discomfort.
Sometimes you gotta vent the whole house if it's really, really spicy and gets airborne.
Right, so we'll print the name and sign. Here we go.
Peppers are an irritant.
I won't sign it
Don't forget.
McMaster, I'll sign it my name and then sign. I haven't signed it.
But I don't think the waiver is necessary.
Date today. We'll put the date down there.
He's British, so. Wait,
Okay.
can British people eat
Here we
spicy?
go.
I don't think
Remember,
they can, right?
You can always order a korma after.
Some
Good luck,
can.
and God bless you.
Remember, Popeyes, it's too much for them to handle, apparently.
Popeyes?
Popeye. Mild. Not spicy chicken is too hot. According to that tweet.
Taco Bell taco seasoning.
Oh, I guess you could have that too.
I think it's Cajun seasoning.
Popeye's mild is often too much. Yeah.
Should have ordered curry earlier. I could go for some mango lassi.
This is their signature video style, isn't it?
I'm telling you, there is a video style in the United Kingdom, and it's this. Tons of preamble to everything.
Indoors or outdoors, though, Riddle? I heard people keep telling. Well, some people keep telling me that British curry is really good. Apparently, is this true?
Right. Okay. So, looking forward to this.
I never had British curry. I never had curry when I was in the UK.
DJs
I didn't even know curry was a thing over there.
Jamaican food.
Then I'm going to dispense.
Only had Jamaican food.
It looks incredibly dark.
I mean, there was once where we had like some African stuff, and I hated
like
it.
We're on a battlefield, and I'll send him in there.
Because it's not meant to be boiled.
To go at the forefront,
Huh.
see how it is. So I'm going to dispense with mine, and then I'm going to hand you over to DJ.
British
But,
food,
like,
so
prices
food
were
around
good
the
back then,
world.
I left the UK the same year that the Conservative Party took over.
Oh.
So food prices were great back then. We just cooked.
Yeah, we're not. Archon's obviously not talking about this challenge, Kayla.
Look at it all. Just watching the man fiddle around on a plate.
We don't even get commentary.
I feel like we're watching a mukbang
So
video.
DJ, so far, what's it like?
We could have like. We could have done like.
Walk in the park.
We could have talked to that guy, like with a post commentary.
Okay, let's just get this done. Let's go in for it. Tell you what, I'm gonna
No, that's too
Wait.
confusing, you see. Because then people
What,
would
are
know
they-
who's talking or what's going on.
Ugh. Were they taking Are they taking turns eating the curry?
In for it. Try it.
I don't think so. I think they've got their own dishes,
You just
but you
gotta
know,
go in for it.
gotta show them both eating. Not at the same time though, because that's confusing.
Okay. Okay, my legs are going. We can't drink anything at all.
He's tensing up.
He's gonna die.
No drink.
Stiff
Okay.
upper lip.
Here's some sauce down here. Oh. Oh. Please.
Oh, dear.
give me the hiccups. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You knew?
Is he gonna have an asthma attack?
Oh.
Oh, it actually sounds like he might be struggling to breathe. Yeah. Okay, I didn't need to need that.
The pain.
Where's the camera for that shot?
They recorded it afterwards.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Oh. No. No.
Don't wipe your face.
He's British, so I can't really.
No.
He's British, so I can't really gauge how spicy that actually is.
Well, the other guy's fine, so I think it's probably spicy, but not any big deal.
Oh yeah, the other guy was eating it too, huh?
He's fine.
Yeah, he didn't. It didn't look like he reacted at all.
I'm sorry. I've got a drink.
Didn't get red in the face.
Mental.
He's
That is
fine.
mental. That is the hottest curry. Oh. That's no.
His ears pop.
Oh, is he like quietly stewing with the spicy? You think, Archon?
No. It's the paper one. Thank you. Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh.
You'd have seen his face.
Oh.
The leg bouncing was dramatic reenactment. No.
Thank you.
Sal?
Hmm?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you said my name.
Oh, San, you're cute.
can't believe this.
I think he's suffering not as much as this guy. This guy is.
Sure, some Corey tomorrow.
This guy is not having fun.
Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, it's not going away.
Take out your milk, man.
I've gone.
There you go. Now he's getting red.
So it's not by no means an easy feat. But I'm interested to see Lee's point of view on it because he's had some hot curries in his time. How does it compare?
I don't think he's had that many hot curries.
They said they can't drink anything, Nom.
Have some milk and all. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh,
There's some last.
I've got a mango.
Was it orange juice? Oh, mango?
Yeah, it's like mango and yogurt kind of drink.
That sounds good.
Wouldn't that make it worse?
It's to blow
It's
up.
delicious.
And then it's like I don't know nobody.
Really
Holy shit, I just destroyed this bowl of cherries.
Because
hell yeah.
it's making me go a bit
The
like
cherries
I am a
in?
bit
Can
of
I
a
go and
curry
get cheap cherries right now?
coming back again.
Mmm.
You think it's gone, and then it comes back, but it's so tasty. And Darren's just said it's really
I mean,
hot.
curry is really yummy, so.
But you want to finish it because it has got so much taste. Now I've done.
God, I wish I was
the
that
curries,
bowl.
Hot curries, the one I don't know. What that
Yeah, I
is.
popped all those cherries in my mouth. It's yummy.
I did the one at Brick Lane in New York. This.
I think they were Rainier cherries, like in the video.
I'd probably say twice.
The white ones they were talking about?
No, it's not white. They're red and yellow.
But the difference is that one was so hot, and it
My
when it
mango.
tastes This
It's a bow up.
there is a taste, and I want to finish it because the chicken's so nice, and it's got a coming back again.
Go on then, finish it.
If I finish it,
Goading him.
I tell you, I've kind of given up, but I do want.
One of the things
to
I
go
do
in for it
miss from
because
UK is Argus,
so
which is the
Argus.
strangest store
So
because
nice. I don't
it's
know
a
how you can
store
do
that is
without
completely a
drinking
warehouse
from that
and just a front lobby full of catalogs, and you just
Got immediately.
Huh.
write down the catalog numbers of all things you want to buy, bring them to the front counter, and they just bring them all out to you.
Oh, so like Costco, if they got the stuff for you.
Then it kicks in.
Yeah.
It really does, doesn't it?
So that they save on space because you don't need
And I
a bunch
do
of
actually
walkways for
Really want to finish
displays.
it. That's the thing. That's what pains me.
It's
not
kind
just
of
the
like
bird.
Amazon too, except you actually go to a building rather than just ordering it online to be delivered.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The neat idea.
Oh. It's a good
But then
balance.
again,
If you
Sears
like
did
Oh,
it first.
warehouse where you're the last mile.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna go in for another piece.
But they also
I mean,
just
last.
everything.
I mean, last mile is the hardest.
So bloody good.
Is the hardest
I'm gonna regret it in the morning, but just look at that
part,
chicken.
right?
Oh man.
Yeah, it's probably the most logistically complicated.
Come on, DJ. Oh jeez.
I'd go get all my shit at Amazon warehouses.
It's harder for me this time round. I probably
Yeah,
won't
just look it
finish
all
this
up
time.
online, get your numbers, go to
Well, I did
the
it on my
warehouse and
channel
say,
before, I
gimme.
did it as a challenge. So I just got it down me. But because we've been filming in between, it's kind of give the curry a chance to really hit me. And yeah, it's.
Yeah. Most people went there for stuff like furniture and toys.
The British colonized half the world for spices, but they didn't realize they could use the spices. They could eat the spices.
Right, I'm gonna take another bite because.
Why did they?
Those that
What?
watch
Why
my
did
channel
the?
will know.
Why did Britain
curry was,
conquer all
And
those
if it wasn't tasty,
countries for
you
spices?
want me to get. He wants me to get the sauce.
Spice
that's what you
trade,
want.
but you know, not the hot and spicy ones, just general spices.
Yeah, but they still don't use those, right?
It's got a kick to it.
They
Wow.
do.
I'm telling
Just
you, that
not
is
as much as the French do.
the tastiest. Oh man, hot curry.
People tell me that
It's
British
hitting.
food is pretty
Whoa,
bland.
it's hitting.
Tea.
British food is okay. I had this conversation with my sister the other day. British food is so ubiquitous that it's thought of as bland. It's because they took over
Right.
half the planet, so their food spread everywhere. So you look at British, the things you think of as British food are like the weird.
What are
outlandish
British
stuff.
food? Then
shepherd's pie,
think
roast beef,
I'm gonna do one more
that
mouthful.
kind of thing. That's British.
shepherd's pie, roast
Go on,
beef.
Book.
Oh, I haven't. I don't eat those.
Just for you guys. 'Cause normally
Meat
I wash
pies,
out.
which are pretty good, and those are seasoned.
I guess
Spice.
shepherd's pie has a lot of seasoning.
Yeah.
So like, people think of stuff like the pies with a fish head poking out, and they're like, oh, British food. It's like, yeah, that's some.
I'm done.
That's an Admiral pie, I think. With the fish heads.
Maybe.
Oh man. I'll come back to you in a minute. And we'll both sit together and go over it. Oh jeez. But I actually have done better. You gotta admit I've done better than I normally do.
We've been just a little brain rotted.
This entire video could have been done in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The only thing worth watching was him taking his first few bites of the curry.
Right. Okay, my friends. Let's get down to business. So.
What are you talking about, Riddle?
I've got to tell you. I'll go first. And then I'll pass you over to DJ.
Can you like redo that with
about 40 minutes later?
with spelling?
And about 14 mango lassi.
crap.
With spelling. Basically, the heat kept coming back. So I'd put the fire out with the mango lassi and some water and it'd just come back. But let's get down to business. The
Stargazy pie?
Still suffering, ain't you?
I am suffering, yeah.
Is it because the fish is looking up at the stars?
It was amazing. It was the hottest curry that I've had. I'm a bit of a curry wuss, so. But I took one more bite, and we've just been talking about
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
I wanted one more bite. It wasn't the fact that it was
Eel and
just
jelly?
incredibly hot and all about the heat. And I think he said, well, he did, that he doesn't actually use. There's no curry powder.
Have you-
No chili powder. No
Have you eaten eel and jelly? Whatever the hell that is?
It's Moorish. So,
however,
no.
Chili's are from South
No, I'm
America.
talking to Riddle.
South America.
So they're quite hot.
Yeah, quite hot doesn't it doesn't quite explain it. If I'm going to mark it out of 10, I wouldn't have a hot curry, but that's the nicest, tastiest, hottest curry that I've ever had. Forget any other curries that I've done on my channel, that's the hottest, but with a different.
Can we move to the next
with
video?
The fact that it is so tasty. So I mark it. I'm going to steal your line, seeing as I'm with you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Popular noodle in Vietnam. And
We're
this is
free
probably
of the
the
British.
most popular flavor of this brand.
now for something
It's so
Vietnamese.
cheap. 4,000. Oh, gotta love that color. So red. Whoa, a little hotter than expected.
Get ready.
Last night
Oh,
I
it's
was in bed
red.
craving instant noodles. Today
That's
I'm
how
gonna
you know it's
satisfy that craving.
spicy.
We're gonna go by 15 of the most popular instant noodles and rank them from S to F. Let's see what we got.
Vietnamese ramen?
I tried to grab 15 random ones, a
Specifically?
good mix of things I've had before, things I want to try, and things maybe I'm not so excited to try, but
No,
we'll try
any
anyway.
human
Let's make some noodles.
Self-human what?
The first one
Why?
is Minh Trong Cua. So this is a glass
You
noodle
don't- you
crab.
won't
Let's see
try
what we
it.
got.
You're
We
just
got
not- you
noodles,
won't try
sauce
it?
packet, and a dry. Let's do it. Wow, look at that real crab. Amazing.
Are you talking about Stargazy pie?
No, they're
rank
talking
all
about
these
something
noodles
about
based upon
eels and
the
jelly.
ingredients, the noodle texture itself, and then the flavor of the soup. This studio is brand new. This is the
I mean,
first
I'd
one we're
try
shooting in
it.
Here. So, it's not quite ready, but we're doing it anyway. Now
It's
we have
like-
a seasoning packet.
You're not literally. It's not like you're. It's not like you're
Initial impression, it
drinking
smells
stomach
good.
fluids.
Value-wise,
It's just
there's not much in it.
eels
So let's try.
in jelly.
Right away it tastes bland, but it does have some heat that comes, so I kind of like that part. Texture of the noodle is a little too soft, but that was my fault. We were a little slow on the strains, but it's just kind of bland. I'm not into this.
I do
I'm gonna
love
go
rice
deep here.
noodles.
Hopefully we'll get something better.
Strain?
Next we got a ramen. I
I
never
guess
tried
that.
this
I guess that one's meant to be strained.
This noodle is not good raw. Like I said, we're following this to the T. I want good noodles. It says add the seasoning to the bowl first.
What?
Okay, ready?
It's
Nissan
just jelly and
Rao.
eel meat. Yeah, what's
Me
wrong
ramen
with that?
and
It just sounds
I don't
like
know.
it's.
And this is actually
e-
cheaper than the last
eels
package. It looks more voluptuous to me.
jelly.
Although there's no like vegetable component or any kind of meat inside, so take that for what it's worth. Let's try broth.
I mean, America has a bunch of those dishes that are
That's
just
pretty good. It tastes super
meats
creamy, tastes
floating
fatty.
in
I
gelatin.
expected this just to be instant noodle, but the idea that this is actually a different style of
And
noodle is
like
pretty exciting. Let's see if the
eels
texture's good.
taste good.
Noodle texture is good. It's pretty similar to ramen. Doesn't quite have the same chew, but it's got some chew, which is exciting. This one is a winner. If you started with this as a base pack and put
I've
some
had,
extra
like,
stuff
what,
on top,
unagi?
an egg or some seaweed and stuff like that, this could be really, really tasty. Damn, I want to eat this. I got a lot of noodles to go. I can't eat much of this, but
Only
I can get
thing
this
is that
for
what
sure.
I heard it's pretty
Okay.
salty though. I
S
think.
tier, A tier. Let me think. I'm going S tier. I really like it.
Eel.
Next
the,
up,
the
the
eel,
one
whatever
and
it
only
is.
How. This is probably the most popular
Eel
noodle in
jelly?
Vietnam.
Eel
And this
is
is probably
pretty
the most
pungent
popular
in flavor
flavor
for me.
of this brand, which is chua kai. This is sour and spicy. This
Chua-
packaging is just so
chua and
iconic.
gai.
It's got to get an A+ on packaging.
Chua is
just for
sour
nostalgia
and then
alone.
gai
Let's eat
is
it.
spicy.
First impressions. It just looks like a basic instant noodle. Nothing special, really. It's nostalgic. It's familiar. It's so cheap. 4,000. Noodle texture is pretty darn tasty. In terms of broth flavor, it is a little
looks
bit sour. It is a
good.
little spicy. It's a flavor that's very familiar to me now, so I like it.
Sour
Because
is
these are
good
so
in
cheap,
soup.
it's so common to just eat these raw as a snack. So usually when we're in the countryside,
It's
somebody will break
so-
open a bag
sounds
of two of
good.
these and we'll just kind of munch on them as we're drinking. That's really good too. I might prefer it that way, actually. For the texture of the noodle, for the flavor of the soup, at this price point, pretty damn
Got a
hard to
good
beat. This is A
rating
tier.
if it's better dry.
All right, next. This is Vifan Meiwei Mitron Kaite. Packaging looks good. Got my attention. Let's try a dry noodle test.
How means
S tier.
delicious or good.
It's like a
good.
potato chip. Put noodles and vegetable in the pack. Okay. I'm a chef. I can do this. So this says spicy Malay Szechuan style. I didn't know you could have Malaysian Szechuan. It smells good. It smells spicy. Not spicy chili spicy, but spicy
I don't know if I
cumin
don't
or
think
something
I
in
don't
there.
know if my parents use that one. I say
like the texture of the noodle. It's weird flavor.
non what?
There's a spice in here that's not cinnamon. I don't know what it is. It's not cumin. What is that spice? It's something else. Whoa! It's a hot one. This is a hot one. It's building up. Price point, this is 9,000, about
Maybe I'll
35
try
cents.
some.
Flavor is
Maybe
good.
I'll try
Noodle
record
is
the
good.
covers
Value is
tomorrow.
good. A tier. Spice level's high.
I
though.
want to
Be
do a
careful.
cover, but
I'm looking at this volcano.
I'm so
I'm
nervous
looking at
about,
that
anxious about it.
I'm feeling my mouth from that last bowl of noodles.
Huh?
I don't want to tackle this thing right now. This one's going to the end.
I don't know if it'll
scared.
be good,
Let's do this.
but
This one's rice
I
noodle with
wanna
dry shrimp
try
and squid
it.
flavor called Ho Tio, which is a very popular
Oh,
soup
Ho
in
Tio?
Vietnam.
I'm
This
sure it'll
is
be
Chin Su
fine.
brand, so that always gets a
Ho
thumbs
Tio.
up in my book.
Oh,
It smells
Ho Tio is
dry
really
shrimp and dried
good.
squid, though. Flavor-wise,
kind
it's
of
very
flavor
light,
is this?
very delicate.
I can't
At the
describe
price
it.
point, I can't say if the seafood flavor is like outrageously strong or anything. There's certain people that are going to totally get down with this.
Is
My
this
wife will
you
probably
put
take
like
this one.
shrimp and
Pretty
quail
good.
eggs in
Not
this,
really
don't
my
you, Archon? I
style,
think.
though. When I want instant noodle, I tend to go for a different type of flavor. So for me, this is B tier. Next up, some kind of spicy, cheesy, chicken-flavored noodle. Package
Yeah,
review.
yeah.
It looks
It's
bizarre.
a
That's
good-
why
it's
I
a-
bought
yeah,
it, so I guess
this-
it's an
it's a
excellent
good
packaging.
seafood,
This is my first
soup.
instant cheesy noodle ever.
Cheese
Let's see.
noodles. Sounds interesting.
This is bizarre. It smells like Kraft macaroni and cheese to me. This is strange. Here we go. First impressions. It smells really good. I think I may have left a little too much water
Perhaps
in
it
it,
should
but
be a
that's
bit more
okay.
cloudy,
I'm
yeah.
nervous about the spice level though. Tang got me scared. I might have put too much in. You think I wasn't supposed to put the whole package of chili?
What?
on your taste.
Oh, it's warming up. I like it. Texture of the noodle is good. It's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit chewier than like a typical instant noodle. It's a little sweet on
I wish I had
cheese.
more.
It tastes
I wish I had more
sweet,
Vietnamese
fake,
people
and
in here,
unhealthy
Archon.
in the
I
best
like
kind of
talking
way.
about
Would I buy
Vietnamese
this
food.
again? Yes. Yeah, I would buy this again. I can't say it's A tier though. I'd probably say B tier. That's
Gotta
good.
go on
Next.
Vietnam
So this one is
Twitter
Ban
and
Dak
advertise
Hoa,
yourself.
famous soup from Hai Phong in Vietnam. So this is like a crab soup that has a wide rice noodle. And the
What is
brown
this?
color comes from caramelized sugar. That's pretty cool, I learned that. And this is another cheap bowl, it's about 40 cents. I think I understand what you get for 40 cents now. Broth is good. Broth has got that gua, that crab flavor to it. Not
Gua.
outrageously strong, but it does taste like it. Noodle texture,
Crab.
excellent. It's still chewy, it's not soft. This is actually cooked
I like
well.
the
So this is probably
wide
best
noodle.
so far. In terms of appropriate texture that it should be, this is pretty solid for that. But a bit impressed here. What is this? Vifan. Way to go,
Vietnamese
Vifan.
does have a very
Established in
small group of
1963.
VTuber
Maybe they've been
enjoyers.
practicing for a lot of years. This is good. A tier. This is solid.
Isn't
Let's
Bao
eat more
one of
noodles.
those?
Indomie,
Isn't she
mee goreng,
Vietnamese or
bee
is
suan,
Lao?
bee
I
sao
think
she's
ko. Oh, now I
Vietnamese.
understand the Vietnamese. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you know,
think this is
she's
popular
Vietnamese.
in Malaysia. I've never seen it. I've never had it. Apparently, it's popular in Vietnam. Raw noodle test. Not very good. D tier on the raw noodle test.
Back in a sec.
First impression, I'm super curious what
It's
these
really
little
cool.
meatballs are gonna be.
I
like.
didn't realize that she was Hikaria Station,
Not a
and I
meatball.
listened to some
It's like
of her
a,
songs
soy
before she became a
protein ball.
VTuber.
Maybe something like that. It's a little crispy. I dig it. I like the. Oh, it's a little spicy. The sauce is kind of thick. It's kind of clingy to the noodle. It's a little bit fatty, a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. I'm buying this
Which
again
one is this?
for sure. If you haven't tried this one, it's a good one.
Oh, that
I
one
do
is
like
good.
dry
That one is
noodles,
good, the
so if
meat
you prefer
goreng.
soupy stuff, maybe this isn't your jam. This is a jam for me. S tier. I like this thing. All right.
I think
that's
you
it.
can. I
Next
think that
noodle.
one's in America.
Next, we're gonna get Pho Ga Hanoi. So this is chicken
Unless
pho,
Vietnamese
Hanoi
watch
style.
Vietnamese
Package
watch
review.
YouTuber,
F.
and if you watch
What's
YouTube,
this
you get a
little thing?
weird
I
look.
understand they're trying to get
I mean,
you
that's
to
how
win
it is
3 bowls,
in
but
America.
I don't see the picture of the soup.
The
which
VTubers
should be
are
the
niche.
star of the
VTubers
show.
are still
Never
niche.
tried this brand before? Phuong Dinh. It has 3 times the bones. It smells good. It really does smell good. The noodle's what I want. If I want pho, this is the noodle I want. The noodle's
Pho.
good. Look at this real chicken. I can't say real chicken. I'm not certain.
I want pho.
It's definitely soy protein. You know, I'm down for a little bit of soy protein. I don't know
Hate
if the broth
this
has
noodle. Oh, is
3
this one not
times the
good?
amount of bones it did before. I would not have bought it before with 3 times less bones than it has right now. I mean, it's cheap, so I can't complain that much. But even though the aroma is good, the flavor is less exciting than the aroma is. If I was sick, I think this would be pretty good. Kinda got
Oh, this
Campbell's
is
chicken
salty.
vibes to it a little bit. So is the broth good? Yeah. Is this good? C tier. It's okay. Let's move on. There's a lot more noodles to eat. Bap bò ham yu chua. Everything I have from Hamachi is always good.
Bap bò.
Here's when I start to get excited. We get a few extra little packages. Anytime we get more packages, I'm pumped. I got a 3rd one. Look
I
at
like listening
that
to him
real
say it.
pickled cabbage. Way to go, Hamachi.
None of these I've ever
It looks
heard
flavorful.
of.
I can really smell
Oh,
pickled
I
cabbage.
doubt
When I
you
say pickled
would.
cabbage, I mean pickled mustard leaf. That's what I meant. But
Yeah,
it looks
even
enticing.
in
And there's
Asian
a lot
food
of these
markets, I
beef slices in there.
only see
Whether that's beef or not,
the
I don't know, but
Japanese
there's a
or
lot of them in
Korean
there.
Yeah,
ramen. or
Vietnamese isn't
instant noodles.
too common.
A little bit spicy.
That's why I was
a lot of
surprised
people
when
got a little bit
pho
sour.
started popping off.
Whoa, a little hotter than expected. It's not that hot, it's just catching me on the back of the throat. Hamachi noodle, always good. A little soft, a little chewy. Not the flavor I expect with instant noodle. I haven't seen other flavors like this, but I would buy this again. Yeah,
Which
I would
one is
totally buy
this?
it again. Yeah, I think I'm going A tier. It's good. That's probably the most flavorful broth. that
Oh,
we've
yeah,
tried so far.
bap
Not
bò.
factoring all the
I don't
fatty
even know
ones,
what that
they don't really
is.
count. That's a kind of a different territory for me. Yeah, A tier.
don't see
Let's see
me.
if something else
I'm
can
right
beat
here
it.
somewhere.
Bistro Mi Spaghetti. This is from Ace Cook, so this is the same people who make How How, the most popular noodle. So it's got the flavor of Italian beef sauce. Does this look Italian to you? The smell is not Italian, but it doesn't smell bad. It kind of smells
Spaghetti?
like Chef
Oh, it's supposed to be
Boyardee a little
spaghetti?
bit. It smells Asian, kind of.
That
Let's
sounds
try it.
interesting.
It's kind of sweet. There's some beef. There is some. I'll give you that.
Is it
There's not
like-
really any tomato? I don't know how to feel about this or how to rank it. Is it Italian pasta? No, not at all.
Is it like
good?
Jollibee
Yeah,
tier?
It's not bad. If you don't overpromise
I like
of being
Jollibee.
Italian, because it ain't that at all. It's kind of tasty. I bet you my kids would really like this. Let's give it a B and move on. Next. This is probably the 2nd most popular noodle in Vietnam.
Oh, I need to see if I can find
people
this
don't
one.
even eat it with the soup base. They just serve it on the side when they're having hot pot. Packaging, terrible. But apparently this is nostalgic and they call it paper packaging, so it's something
So
that,
it's like-
I mean, it's recognizable. I always see this.
The one with the 2 shrimps on it. Haitom.
It was kind of all right and then it kind of wasn't all right. Tastes a little bit like
This
slightly
guy's
spicy
using
salt
this one
water.
wrong. You don't cook this? What do you mean? You just eat
I
it
mean, it's the most
without
normal
cooking
thing.
it?
There's nothing special about it. I mean, it does taste like salt water. It's not like it's good
Used for
noodle.
hot pot.
We're having a discussion right now because I want to be done with this noodle, but
Yeah,
he
you
wants me
did
to talk
mention
about it
that
because
earlier,
it's so
actually.
important to Vietnamese culture. But I don't think it's very good. The noodle's like really thin and really soft. Let's just call this D tier and move on. Despite
You
the
don't eat it
last
on its own.
disappointing pick, I have
You can
something
try it, though.
special for you next. Look how many
I wanna-
packets
I
I
wanna
have
look
for the
for
next
that
one.
one.
I'm getting my big bowl. We have mystery packet that feels like it has real meat inside. Highly exciting. Let's make this happen. This one is 25,000. By far the most expensive noodle we bought today by double. So this is Ho Tiêu Bò Kho. Ho Tiêu is the rice noodle. Bò Kho is a Vietnamese style
Tiêu
beef stew.
Bò Kho.
It smells like
Wait,
bò kho,
both?
So that's good. So typically this dish will be served on the street with either bread
It's
or this noodle.
Hủ
So you
tiao
pick what
and
kind of
bò
starch you wanna
kho?
eat with it. I usually get bread though.
Noodles are very bland.
Kind of a light version
Mm.
of bò kho, but bò kho usually made with coconut water, so there's a certain sweetness to it, and this has that. And inside that
Corey,
big
your
meat packet,
hand
they said that
bumped
there's
my
beef
head.
brisket, which I see. They said
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
tendon and there's also carrots too.
Let's
and that's
go-
actually
move
real
over
beef.
a little bit,
It's always
Zen.
a little weird for me to have like unrefrigerated meat just kind of hanging out there, but tastes good. Would I buy this again? And in Saigon, I could go out and get bok ha on the street. I'm probably going on the street and get
Bok ha is
if I was in America and I haven't had bok ha in a long
braised
time,
beef.
then
Bok
I'd
ha
probably
is
buy this.
braised
Then I'd be
beef
happy to
with.
get that.
I think
Flavor-wise,
he said
it's like accurate.
He said it
Pretty
in
damn
there
close
as
to a good bowl of
coconut.
bok ha. It's a little bit thinner than I would expect.
You
it
also
to
have
be,
eggs.
But
We just
for an
sort of
instant noodle version
gravitated
with
towards
real
each
meat
other
inside,
there.
pretty damn cool.
It has like normally has eggs in it. I like it when my mom puts tofu in it. But like the fried
Let's end this
tofu with
one
the
on
yellow
bang.
skin on the outside.
Oh, gotta love that color.
It's yummy.
So red. 14 bowls down, one more to go. Let's do everyone's favorite game and let's see if Chad blows his face off. It looks good. It looks shiny, rich.
Shiny.
It kind of smells like overcooked broccoli. It does smell like that.
What? That's specific. I don't know what overcooked broccoli smells like.
All that hype, nothing. Some of the noodles that didn't even say spicy on the bag are spicier than this. That's crazy. Are you serious? What's going on here? I was ready. I don't think this is spicy at all.
Fried tofu is
It kind of
good.
tastes
Yeah.
like overcooked broccoli. Tastes like what it smells like. This is weird. Oily, thick, sweet, red. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe this is what you put in the volcano to cool it down. I just don't know how to read Vietnamese or Korean. That's probably the issue. I don't know what to say. I like it. It's good. It's not spicy, like in any way. I probably would put this at B because it tastes like overcooked broccoli, so it's not A, because texturally it's super nice. However, my disappointment from the non-volcanic explosion in my mouth puts this at C tier. It says fun and yum. I'm not having fun right now. I'm having anger and disappointment. Uh-oh, I'm throwing noodles everywhere. Well, that is not how I expected this video to end. That was quite a disappointment, but that's okay. I still found some new delicious instant noodles. Let us know what your favorite noodle is below. We'll try to find it for the next one. If you
I
want me
just
to
like
stick around Saigon
tofu
to eat,
and
check out
everything.
jackfruitnut.com.
I
Enjoy this
eat
video, subscribe to the
tofu
channel.
all the time.
See you guys later.
Tofu's so good.
Peace.
Cups of dried chili completely by hand. Mix in MSG, salt, sugar, and some Chinese black vinegar. Then infuse 2 cups of oil with onion, star anise, a bunch
damn
of this stuff, and Sichuan peppercorn. After 15 minutes or so, we'll take out the unpleasant substances and pour it onto our chili powder.
Oh.
Kinda smells like Taco Bell. Toasted sesame seeds, and why don't you rate this 1 through 10?
Also make vegan food out of soybean. Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
But I don't necessarily like all the stuff they make tofu into. I just like tofu.
There
goes the VOD.
It's a 3-day process. We're gonna get
Yeah.
started with the broth.
Well, that was
Here we are
very
back
short,
again at
so you're
Radioactive
probably
Butcher Shop for
okay.
some cooked
Oh, I
hot
mean,
cooked
when we
bones
watch
and
videos, I don't think any of the VODs survive.
Feet have the most flavor. Clean cold water to
The
cover
muting.
everything. Put it on high heat to bring it to a boil. It's gonna extract all the impurities and scums out of the bones. You can
Which
just
one
skim
is
it off
this?
if you're lazy, but the more careful you are with this step, the cleaner the broth is gonna be.
If you vegan stuff, I don't like the
Is this
they
bad for the
they like
stomach?
try to make
Warm
some sort of
facial
meat
and boiled
substitute or
meat makes me
something
feel like I'm down
with the
with
soy
ranch.
protein,
Rinse
and I
each
just
piece very carefully,
it's just
wash
so
them with
rubbery.
cloth. They might be coagulated blood.
I don't
and
like
blow
it.
The bones nice and clean,
I don't know if
like
that's a
real
vegan
chicken.
thing,
Also
but
scrub
it's
the
not.
pot, by the way.
I heard
Again,
that
gotta
like
load
people
it up
they
with
like
New
it for
York's
other stuff
finest downtown tap
before
water. Bring it to a
vegans,
boil and
but
we're pretty much done. All that's left is a
ugh,
simple step
it's
of
so
waiting 10 hours.
chewy,
You can
and
have if
I
you
don't
want.
like
Make
it.
sure you skim along the way.
It is
It's
a
okay
vegan
for the
thing?
problems in
Oh.
life to get built up, but never the soup scums. Also add boiling water whenever
fucking hate
it's
it.
necessary to keep it at the same
Just eat
level. You wanna
tofu.
keep it rolling the whole time.
Just eat
The
tofu.
movement in the pot's gonna help us
Tofu's
release the
good.
collagen and the fat. And by nighttime we should
Vegan
have
chat is pretty good. I think I've had some vegan chat. It's alright, yeah.
Let's cut some aromatics to lighten it up. We're doing onion,
We're talking
garlic,
about
cabbage,
tofu?
ginger, and the
Tofu.
final ingredient I'm gonna grab from my bedroom.
I like tofu.
I want to eat more tofu, but I don't know how to cook it well.
You know what you do? You can
Make 'em look nice.
you boil it,
Along with some lightly fried
and you
meat
put it
and
on your
some
rice.
final hour.
You boil it, and you put it on your. Oh, I mean, you just can warm it up.
Now use a really
You
fine
won't warm it
strainer to
up,
take
put
the
it on
oil
rice,
out
and
of
eat
the
it with
leftover
soy
perfectly
sauce.
smooth, clean broth with nothing in it.
But I already eat my rice with egg.
Now to a smaller pot, a piece of kombu and 3
And
dried
furikake.
shiitakes.
You can fry it? Yeah, fry it. Just fry it. You can just fry it. Chernobyl.
Put it back on the heat, bring it to a simmer.
I
Once it gets
did
there,
that,
we'll put
but
in
I
a
felt
handful
like I
of
need to
bonito
find
flakes.
the
And I guess
right
it's tea time 'cause we're steeping in
sauces
some
to
wine.
Soy
About
sauce.
30
Just
minutes
keep soy
before the
sauce.
heat off. This simple dashi is
I mean-
salty. It's gonna balance well.
I mean, you can look
with
for
balance of
different
the
sauces, I
broth. The ratio
guess.
I'm using here is
What would you put?
dashi
What would
to
you do?
4 soup
Archon?
base. So here you have it, completely homemade, sort of inauthentic.
Just soy sauce.
concoction.
That's what I would
So
do.
easy, guys. I feel like it's not
But
too long
I mean, you
to
can do
log
like
into
the
internet and
you can
make
do like the
millions of
watered down
dollars,
soy
and I've
sauce that they
become
put on
CEO.
like
The friend Elon Musk
bun
married
not bun
my wife,
the
and
big
walked to the peak of
what
my
the big
life.
long noodles they
Thinking about it is making
get at
me
like
excited.
you get at like
Now locate a piece of
dim
pork belly,
sum.
remove any nipples if you have any, and you want to roll it up as
There's
tight
like a
as you
light.
can.
Is
If
it
your
just a
belly
watered
is
down
thick
soy
as mine
sauce?
over
I don't know
here,
what they
you can
do
either
for
trim it
that.
a little bit or just fold it in half. We
I
just
don't
gotta
have
make sure we tie it
selections of
really
soy
hard.
sauce here, Archon.
I know you guys
Yeah.
are judging me, but I never said I'm a master of time.
There's a bunch of
especially
different
not in the
types.
kitchen. I wasn't able to turn into a roll, but Lana's is in a cylinder shape. I guess
The
it's
choice
like
is
Yeah, you could
or less sodium.
if you use a lighter soy sauce, you might like it better on the tofu. Chernobyl.
I guess I can try that.
But it's like
Well,
lighter.
it's like some standard
It's not necessarily lighter in salt. It's just lighter in like the intensity of the soy sauce.
Put it aside for now and use the oil to char up some aromatics.
Oh, I
along
might
with
have to figure
onion
out
leeks,
where I can
ginger
get
garlic.
that.
We don't have to char the garlic because burnt garlic
The
flavor
garlic
is
needs
not
to
that
be
pleasant. But these are the
Florida.
3, especially the onion when burnt, takes on this rich, savory flavor that's perfect for soup base and sauces.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
I always do
somebody in the
this to my
comments can explain
onions.
Onion brulee to us. Here's a little mise en
heard it's a
place
good
for
idea. I
chashu.
haven't
Let's
done
set
it
aside
before.
for now
I
to
should
work on
start.
our super easy braising liquid, which
my
consists of a
broths.
cup of soy sauce, half a cup of dark soy sauce, a cup each of sake, mirin, and
No.
New York's finest, half a cup of granular
Yeah,
sugar, half a cup of rock hard brown sugar, along with all the charred aromatics.
I feel like they do something at dim sum restaurants for when they pour it over soy sauce over. Is it just a lighter soy sauce rather than the one that they put at the table?
You'll see a pot of boiling water. Is the perfect time.
Because it
to
tastes so
cook
light
6
and yummy.
nai eggs. There's only 5, you say? By 6 nai, I mean you have to boil it for 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
I mean, I know there's dark and light soy sauce,
Once we fully cool down
but
all of them in an ice
dark
bath,
soy sauce
continue my
is mostly
streak
for
of never
flavor.
being able to peel a
Not
perfect
flavor, color. I can't
After
fucking
30
peel
minutes of
eggs.
simmering, we'll pour some of the braising liquid into the eggs with a ladle.
They mix in
Adjust the
garlic and a
towel
bit
to
of
cover the
vinegar.
top so it
Mm.
marinates evenly. Into the fridge overnight.
Yeah, we're not talking
Remember
about
to
dark
say
and
to
light
the
soy
eggs,
sauce.
"See you later."
We're
And
talking
braise
about
this giant
just
pork
soy
belly
sauce that
roll
you
in a
pour on
much
stuff,
bigger pot.
and there's
We're
like
only
lighter
spraying in the
ones.
liquid. When you're braising such big piece of meat, you don't want any vegetables in there; it'll disintegrate. You do want it to be at halfway though. Mine's not quite there, so I'm just gonna add some hot water and fish sauce. The MSG in any form would work. Now bring it to a simmer, cover it into the oven at 325 for 3 hours. But every 30 minutes or
Bit
so,
of
you want to
vinegar.
take it out and just
Does
flip
the
it
vinegar
around so
help?
the sauce gets to braise
I
everywhere.
know mirin is
This
good.
what it looks like
You
after
could do
2.5
mirin and soy sauce.
you might argue that is,
Chernobyl.
burnt, but I politely disagree. We're gonna flip it and
I
braise
might
it for
have-
another
that's
half
a- that's a
hour. You
brand,
might
right,
argue
Mirin?
now that it's
No,
definitely
it's
burnt,
a
but
type
as
of
my secret
rice
product,
wine, I
Gordon
believe.
Ramsay said,
No colour, no.
Flavor. Homemade ramen.
It's a
is really
sweet rice
test of my
wine.
life
Again.
and patience. I really want to just eat it
Florida.
right now, but we'll
You'll
have
be
to
able to
put it
find
into a
it.
plastic bag, load it up with the braising liquid so they can soak overnight in its
I'm
own
sorry,
juices.
I
Make
don't
sure you do
live
it
in
a
better
container just in
places
case the
than
Do you-
America.
do you press
More
your-
variety.
Don't ask
Do
me
you
how
press
I
your
found that. This is
tofu,
covered in
Archon?
mysterious darkness. I'm gonna give it a very
I
fitting
don't.
name.
I never
We're
press
all done here. We're just let it
fucking.
firm up in
We
the
never.
fridge
We never
overnight.
press
After a
tofu.
whole night, it seems like
Did
Sasuke
he?
learned
Did he
what
blur out his
Matsumasu.
butt?
I know it doesn't look the best on camera right now, but you guys are just gonna have to
kinda
trust me on this.
press-
Check it out while being
I don't know.
really
It's
good.
something I hear a lot of
With
people
a little
do
bit
that
of
they
bread coming out.
press
Let's cut it
their
open into the
tofu.
cross-section.
I figure it was just to get the rest of the liquids out. I don't really know what other reason besides
Guess
that.
I don't know.
You know, it looked a lot less dirty than before, so I'll take that as a win. The skin transformed into sort of like a jelly, and I guess we'll have to taste it later to see if the sauce penetrated the whole thing. This is quite literally the biggest piece of chashu I've ever seen in my life.
I can't eat chashu for the moment because last time I ate it, it was old and my dad gave it to me and it got super food poisoning. So I can't actually look at this. I mean, I can look at it. I can't. It doesn't look too appetizing for. It's not gonna look appetizing for a bit.
Now become CEO, befriend Elon Musk, marry Balkan wife, and walk to the peak of my
Understandable.
Life. About it is making me excited.
I don't think I've ever made it correctly either for my ramen.
We're looking for an alkaline dough, so we're turning baking soda to baked soda by letting it rest at 250 degrees for an hour. Now we'll take 5 grams of the white powder with 5 grams of salt, 500 grams of bread flour.
I've never pressed my
grams of
tofu.
filtered water, which we're gonna slowly add in with our Ligma fork constantly.
Some people might look at you like you don't wash your rice.
Like this, we'll put it in yet another Ziploc bag and move on to the most exciting segment of this whole process.
Huh?
It's a lot harder and drier than pasta dough, so we're gonna have
What
to
is he doing?
weight. To make the process
Oh,
more exciting,
yeah.
let's play a game called Look at My Feet and Guess My Dance Move. Number 1.
Sometimes I get lazy and you don't. Sometimes I get lazy though. I don't rinse it.
Now let's look at the second one.
As long as you give it an attempt.
That's right. This is the.
You don't really need
I
to.
have to use a machine.
If you get it from a package in the grocery store, yeah, I don't really need to rinse anything off. Unless you want to lower the starch levels in it.
Why would you buy dirty rice? Yeah.
Witness the worst part of my day.
I mean, some people do it to get.
Some of the more husk pieces or like the
What
back piece
husk
of the rice that they'll
pieces?
float.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was painful to wash.
It makes that sound and.
I mean, like, what? I mean, like, what? What is it really bothering if you have? I mean, if you have brown rice, maybe.
Hopefully, we'll have a smoother.
Brown rice, you I wash that one all the time.
And rest it overnight.
Okay, I grew up.
I've been dealing
I
with
grew
this
up
whole
in not a
afternoon.
first
I'm
world
just so glad
country.
it's finally over.
So my white rice would have husks
This
in it.
component is very simple. I can finish describing it in
I mean,
one
my
sentence.
rice might have some husks in it, but I don't know if that really does anything.
Even rice I buy has the black parts, black pieces that I just don't want in my food.
I'm pretty sure most people that most people that wash rice, it's because like their parents grew up in a third world country.
Part red and white miso with a little dash of togarashi.
There's also bugs that form. Like if you store your rice for long periods of time, like you have a family that buys rice in large bulk amounts.
Getting rid of the alcohol.
I mean, husks are annoying, but
You can check.
So it's good to wash just to make sure you know. Make sure you know what's in your rice, because washing your rice gives you a chance to observe your rice.
Checklist before assembly. As you can see, we have tare, the egg, the noodles,
You know what I mean?
oil that's strained out off camera. Mima is just marinated pieces of bamboo shoot, the giant chashu pieces, and finally the Christmas gift from my stupid roommate. Look at Naruto running with the ramen, devoting all his life and love to somebody who doesn't care about him. We've all been there.
Deep bowl. I was so
rinsing makes it fluffier. Why? Why would rinsing make it fluffier?
You get some of the starches off the sides so that the rice isn't as like thick
I
sometimes.
I notice like no difference when I wash and don't.
A spoonful of oil, a spoonful of tare, ladle in the broth so gracefully like a ballerina, and whisk it together with the Ligma fork like an uncontrollable.
That's what you're washing off,
Lay
it's
down
just a
this
whole bunch of
huge chashu
starches.
slice. Naruto usually asks for double portions, so just like me, he understands
Of
the
the
more
month.
the merrier. Some of that bamboo shoot.
You
not a
only
big
hear-
fan of it,
you
honestly.
only-
And
you
here's
only
the
hear
most
bad
important
takes
part,
on the daily
Naruto
when you're
maki.
around
Some
me.
people call it coincidence.
They're not
some
always
people call
from
it
me.
inspirations from life, but I call it lazy writing. These little swirls are really cute. Small handful of chopped scallion. The outside might look chewed up, but the
They're not even
inside is
saying what's the bad
perfectly jammy.
take.
This is pretty much it. Doesn't it look close to the original?
Isn't it
Except
washing
I'm
rice?
more generous with
Is it
portions.
washing
Who
rice?
gives out half an egg? I saw the that
washing
sometimes
rice
Naruto
is
get the
fluffier.
one with the seaweed. It looks more legit, so we're gonna do it too. At this point, I'm still pretty proud of it. So
That's
I'm not
pretty
gonna
good.
post on
Babbage did the
Instagram 'cause you
Naruto
guys
Bowl
are gonna
too,
make me
but it
feel
was
bad.
like
But this
8
occasion is
times
kinda
the
worth
size of this.
celebrating, So maybe we'll write a poem or something. That'd be pretty silly.
Do you soak your rice,
Demons from
Erkan?
Ichiraku's door. Naruto's hunger roars no more. Miso broth and milky gleam. Porky clouds in swirling steam. Noodles twirl like golden sun. Pork and miso one by one. Menma shoots like emerald darts.
You guys, do you like Menma? Do you like the bamboo their bamboo shoots? Archon? I like them. I like the texture of them, but the flavor on them is weird.
So basically what I'm trying to say is, after tasting and rating 1 through 10, it receives a high score of 9.6 out of 10. And I overheard that in Japan they consider
Bad take
this
washing your
unhealthy
rice is
fast
only
food.
for third world
I missed the
country
part where it's
people. I
fast.
don't think
You know, in the
anyone
beginning,
said
I thought
that.
It's not worth the effort to spend 3 days on one bowl
I
of
think
ramen, but I
you
feel like
said
food
something
tastes better
that
after you
someone
have
who's
to work
not
for it.
a
So I
native
highly
English
recommend you
speaker
guys giving
interpreted
this a
that
try.
way.
A lot of the recipes here I
You didn't
found
say
from
something
other
like
YouTube channels. All the
families
credits
who
will be given in the description.
People, I mean,
Otherwise,
it's
this
because
is
like in third world
I'll
countries,
explain in the
like the
video.
rice is
No, it's the holidays, so
the rice is not
don't
as
expect
clean,
more from me.
so they have like definitely have to wash it. But in like America, it's not the most important thing to do.
I rarely find husks in my rice here. It was
Yeah.
way more consistent back in Jamaica.
But like a lot of like parents grew up in a lot of the Asian parents grew up in third world countries, so they bring over the rice washing.
今日は名古屋にあるステーキハウスインディアンズさんの免疫南店にやってきました。
Yeah, I don't like the bamboo shoot
My
anymore.
mother,
肉バカバトルという
Hmm?
I think my mother grew her own rice, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, obviously you watched that.
What XC? What?
無料になるという素敵なチャレンジがあるのでやってまいりました。
Do you wash any of your meat like chicken? I mean, you don't have to. If you get it from the grocery store, you don't, and they're in the plastic things, you don't need to wash it. You will just pat it down with paper towels.
No, I'm not gonna abide by that one, Core. You should rinse your meat off.
You don't need to rinse your meat.
焼きながら食べていきたいと
You
思い
need
ま
to
す。
rinse your meat.
No, you don't.
結構すごいですよね。
Why do you think that it's
お肉もそうなんです
clean?
けどご飯が結構すごいです。顔より
What do you think is on it?
I think that because meat is in itself able to contaminate itself over time.
No. What do you think is what do you think is on it? What do you think is in it?
Meat juices.
Meat juices?
That's the thought.
What?
Because
But
the
meat.
fluids can get
Okay, but what's on that that's bad?
bacteria.
And what do you do to meat?
いただきます。
You cook it.
What happens to bacteria when you cook meat?
Not all bacteria goes away when you cook.
It's also not gonna be rinsed off.
I'm probably gonna rinse off whatever meat I get from the store before I cook it. Like, it's also good for fish because you want to rinse it in like lime or vinegar to get rid of the pungent smell.
Yeah, they try not to get people sick with their meat.
But I have also gotten chicken from the store that just like hasn't been cleaned properly. Here.
Yeah, it smells different.
From like not Costco, from like Sam's Club and Costco, that kind of stuff.
I don't know if I'm that simple, but this is the most delicious thing I've seen so far tonight.
What is it? Is it just ground beef?
It looks like just beef and rice.
Holy shit.
With a little bit of sauces in there.
It's a lot of fucking meat.
食べます。
Do Okay, why don't?
Indians.
Okay, Core, why don't you wash it? Cause you don't need to. Also, rinsing it if you're not careful, if you just run the water over the meat, you're literally getting all the bacteria all over your kitchen. Yeah.
I do it in the sink, and I wash my sink.
No. When
I'm washing it.
But do you rinse? Do you just put the faucet over the meat?
I put the meat in like a bowl, and I put it inside of a bowl, usually full of water, and I rinse it off under a tap, and I rinse it off into water as well, and transfer it to another container.
Of course, only some. It's because I don't just go by. I researched it a bit. I didn't just form the opinion.
I think this is a follow-up video from that eating competition we saw last week.
Crash taste one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, look at her go. I think that this might be the same person they were competed against.
Jesus Christ, that's so much meat.
$6:21. Windows. I can view the calendar on all my monitors.
I know I shouldn't said anything about it too, because people are so visceral about watching meat.
They all care about you and don't want you to get sick.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. That rice looked almost gummy for a bit there.
It does kind of look like
Holy crap!
Oh.
What is that? That's so big.
たっぷりお塩乗せて。
That does look like glutinous rice, yeah.
I'm pretty sure no one here uses soap on their rice or their meat. I sure hope people don't. I'm sure hope people here don't think that you use soap on your rice.
I've heard a horror story that someone does wash the rice with soap.
Oh, is that short grain rice? I guess that makes sense.
Do you use long grain rice then?
Medium grain jasmine rice most of the time.
We mostly use long.
I mostly I've been liking short grain and been getting a lot of that.
Short grain rice is good.
It's good.
Zatarain rice.
You don't like jasmine rice, Archon? Zatarain's like the brand, isn't it?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Ooh. Everything's big on this screen. Big meat, big rice, big drinks.
Big appetite?
Big appetite.
Yeah.
At least she looks like she's having fun.
I mean, they only sound like war crimes to you because you have it. Because, like, you can't conceive of someone thinking of something different? From what you're thinking? And this is how you react. This is how you're reacting to just it's food. These are just food takes.
Oh, it is a brand. Huh.
Except the lady is tiny. What do you mean? She's going off the screen, off the camera can't even capture the top of her head, Archon.
Clearly average size. I do want to find get some of those. I think it's Thailand. They have a kind of rice that you use as kind of a finger food dish.
There is background music, LA. The soap, no washing. What about soap? No one said anything about soap.
What's that?
No, Senator was saying washing rice with soap.
Oh, I mean that's because there's heard of people doing that. No, do some research. Do some research about washing meat. Don't take my word for it. Do research about it. BGM is AC going. Yeah, it's hard to hear. It's quiet.
Saying that the no background music is maddening.
Yeah.
Just the lack of.
Will we stand again from not washing it? Time? Yeah, I don't know. You don't. That's a. Do some. Just do something you. Not do something you don't need to do. That's 5 seconds. Who's taking 5 seconds to wash their meat?
I'm not gonna say it doesn't take time to wash meat and rice. It takes time, especially for rice. Rice is longer.
Yeah, Snowball. What you were talking about, the sticky rice, I ate that on occasion too. Yeah, and it's a snack food for Thai.
Yeah, I just want to make.
Doesn't take forever, but no, I'm not saying it takes forever. I'm saying it's just something you don't need to do. Why would you do something if you don't need to do it? Why would you do it? I mean, I guess because it makes you feel better. Like that's certainly a good reason to wash your meat. But like, you don't need to.
Usually
practice washing your meat.
But usually for sticky rice, at least in with my family, is we had stir-fried beef with that and just stuff it inside the rice ball.
That worked too. Yeah, sounds pretty good.
I don't know if there are other methods that people use.
I've mostly seen it like you pick it up with your hand, you dip it into like kind of curry fish and scoop up some of it and put that in your mouth.
I think I've done it before too.
Like
on my last visit to my.
You should have asked me that, Air. People are fucking fucking visceral. But I didn't. I didn't say don't. No, Ice. Did I ever say don't wash your meat? I just said you don't have to wash your meat. That's how it came off it.
Talking about prepping meat.
No, someone asked me. No, someone asked me if I washed my meat, and I said no, and people started coming at me. So that's how it's gonna. That's probably just how it's gonna come off.
The meat wars begin.
Rice things, yeah. I mean, everything you can have your own opinion on. Just do your research.
All right. Here's another opinion. Hamburgers are better than cheeseburgers.
Well, that's your opinion.
Both are fine.
I don't agree with you, but that's your opinion.
Actually, I challenge chat to find me an article that says that washing meat is about washing meat.
It's the internet.
And you can ping me.
Will Cole regret this?
No, because no one's gonna do it. Why do that? Because people in here clearly care a lot about me washing my meat. Oh, I didn't say that, Ice. People, if you think that you're washing off like dangerous bacteria when you wash your meat, that's
I'm also just
wrong.
washing off like old meat juice. I don't want old meat juice on my meat.
That's why you pat it down to make it dry so you can brown it better.
Oh, I want the old meat juice off.
Yeah, that's what the paper towel is for. The paper towel gets the old No, that's what the paper towel doesn't leave old meat juice on the meat.
It leaves the part of the meat juice that's not liquid. Hello, that's all like blood and such. No, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what the paper towels don't leave meat juice on your medium rare error.
結構まだまだ半分以上あるので卵もらいます。
I just rinse it off. And I don't need to pat down meat anyways, because usually we do a kind of wet seasoning and leave that to marinate.
I don't like how people are being aggressive with me about my food takes.
I don't think anyone's, well, chat might be being aggressive. The USDA says not to wash your meat?
さっきまでここにお肉バウンドして食べてたから肉汁が染み込んだお肉の美味しいお肉の美味しいお肉汁がついた美味しいご飯だから余計美味しい
If you think I'm being defensive, yes, I am being defensive. Because people are acting like I'm a moron for not washing my meat. When you don't need to wash your meat.
I gotta say, taking those big bites gives me a little anxiety. Like,
It's just gonna spill?
if I put that much food
Oh,
in my mouth.
yeah, there's a lot of food she's putting in her mouth. I don't know if I could eat raw egg like that. The USDA wants you dead any. What? Huh?
Yeah, the recommendation is not to do it because if you're not doing good like food safety practices, it can cause cross-contamination.
Yeah.
No other reason.
I mean, clearly, if it was dangerous to not wash your meat, they would be saying that here.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Satisfactory.
You don't.
Toilet bowl.
I'm gonna punt you.
What did I do?
Not have an opinion.
I mean, so here's what makes sense to me. You're gonna be like cooking the meat and killing any bacteria in heat anyway. Why do you need to wash it?
Because I don't want old blood and fluid.
Okay, but okay, I'm. That's fine if you think like that, but people there's other people that think otherwise. I think the bacteria thing. Corey think Yulin can cook much less touch raw meat. Jesus.
I also do it because like I often take chicken skin off of my chicken, and so like, oh, I'm just gonna rinse this off anyways. I'm just gonna take off the skin. I'm going to rub off the layer of membrane and fat.
What part do you wash?
でもちょうどご飯の欲しくなる味だからめっちゃ合います。
The meat juices. No, wait, I don't know what you said now. The meat juices. Wait, did you say the meat juice is blood, Chernobyl?
Yeah.
It's not, but.
From like the marrow, right?
No. It's just
No?
like my. It's just no. It's just some coloring in the meat. It's not blood itself. It's myoglobin. Oh, be right back.
What's myoglobin? If it's not fluid from the meat.
Yes. よし、完食しました。ごちそうさまです。ありがとうございます。やったー。大成功しました。美味しかったです。ちゃんと時間も残ってよかった。ありがとうございます。いいんですか？お代タダで。いいですよ。やったー。ごちそうさまでした。
Is probably the
I guess I also just don't like. I didn't grow up trusting
and then in
food,
2021,
no matter
Gordon made
who
himself
packaged
one.
it.
I
Like
saw a couple weeks ago, Joshua
fruits,
Wiseman
veg,
did a sandwich tour
meat,
all over the country,
fish,
and since then, every night
everything.
I think about
Get
it.
into the
I mean,
house,
I
it
have that type of
gets
budget,
clean
so
before it
today
gets
I'll try to make some of
prepared.
these iconic American sandwiches at home. All the recipes I'm using are the most viewed ones on the internet because, as always, more views means better quality.
This is the guy who's doing the cheese thing, right?
The first recipe is
Yeah.
gotta be the PB&J.
It's future
nothing
Canoe.
more
He's
American
cool.
than extremely unbalanced dessert for lunch. I didn't even get PB&J for high school. I was always given a tuna wrap. That's why nobody wanted to sit with me. But the real catch of this recipe is that I'm making homemade jam.
Alright,
with a pound
chat.
of strawberries and 12 ounces of sugar and a splash of vinegar because I don't have lemon.
If you
Then
learned-
first let the sugar sit with the fruit in the pan for about 8 minutes. This
If you
process is
learned
called mash
that
and then we'll put it on the stove on medium
you don't need to
heat.
wash your
Slowly
hands
let
after
it
using the
reduce
restroom, and your hands are sparkling clean. You don't need to wash your hands.
The best masher of all time, the Lickman fork. You might have noticed that.
Would you wash your hands after using the bathroom?
That's 'cause I think it's breaking. But once it's spitting out white bubbles on top, it's done.
Yes, because it's a habit of mine. I just do it without thinking.
We'll set it aside and let it
Soap
cool.
smells
I've
nice.
never made peanut butter, but I assume it's just blended up
Smells
peanuts.
nice.
I have a container of these planters.
Alright,
So I'm
Ice.
just pouring into a food processor. And to make
that
the
was a
nuts
pretty
more
extreme
plentiful, I add
Alright,
hazelnut
Ice.
and a
question,
squeeze of
though.
honey. I'll teach you 2 methods of buttering.
Oh,
your
honey.
nut. The first one is aggressively pulsing back and forth.
I want a food processor.
Wa- not washing your meat doesn't contaminate other meat somehow.
Itself back and forth. I call it the motion.
Or doesn't contaminate not meat
But I think
somehow.
you do less work. And it's pretty bad at any point it gets dry.
Yeah,
So
the
you gotta oil it
USDA
up. Also
thing
make
is
the
just like,
syrup
oh, if you
enhance the
wash your meat,
experience as
then the
well.
water that splashes off the meat
Something
or
doesn't look right here.
gets
Why
in
is it so
contact with it
granular
can
like
get onto other surfaces that you use for
Maybe 'cause
cooking,
my food processor's
and that
not
could cause
powerful.
cross-contamination. That's their
guess we just
point.
have to
Yeah, but their guidelines are about food safety. They're not
Start assembling it. We got the unevenly
if
sliced
there was
potatoes. I heard that the best ones
if
are
it was
plain
dangerous
sliced and jam stuffed in the
to
middle. So the
wash
second piece of bread
to
I
not
use
wash your
my
meat,
peanut butter. I don't think he'll notice.
it would be in there. It would be in those
It's a new
guidelines.
jar, so he'll definitely notice. But I'm gonna just use a little bit since I'm already.
Does that-
USDA wouldn't put that in the guidelines because USDA also dictates the conditions under which meat must be packaged. So by their standards, meat would be clean.
And put it into the jar. Press it down a little bit. And
All
close the lid
legally,
with the paper on top.
everything done above board.
Why would you put the paper back on? Do you guys put the paper back on?
TikTok sound.
Nobody's gonna
Hell
know.
no.
They're gonna know.
What the fuck?
How would they know?
I think I sealed the mason jar too early.
Was he trying to hide that he opened
I
it?
get sticky, so I'm gonna try my best to not get the jam everywhere. Oh, that was pretty easy.
Why is it white on top?
I like making my own jam.
Is that just does it just have bubbles and shit on top?
Just close it together and gonna
Yeah,
rub it a
well,
little bit
yeah.
so the jam gets
No,
into the
no,
corners.
no. Depends on how the lid is.
My butter seems to have some type of toxic waste on it.
Told you guys, USDE just want you packing. I wish I knew what that
I'm not
meant.
gonna put it against them. He's saying they want you dead. I'm just saying that.
Is that what
by
that
their
means?
standards, everything is clean.
No, is that what that means?
Send you
Pack,
packing.
send you. Oh,
You see what I'm talking about?
I
It's kinda
guess.
delayed. Let's do a showcase.
Wait,
of the process.
Riddle.
Looking super gourmet.
What
Besides the
country
bread
do you live
and
in?
everything else, we'll make our own bread a little later. Let's give
I'm
it
when I'm talking about America.
It tastes like a fancy Uncrustable, which is my favorite snack. Super loaded. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. The next category is grilled cheese. And of course, the most viewed grilled cheese recipe on the internet is by Chef Tyler. As soon as you see this thumbnail, you think to yourself,
That's what I'm saying
I
now.
present to you the world's thickest grilled cheese sandwich. Would you look at that?
I would, and I can't stop looking at it. That's the only type of cheese pull that we allow on this channel. If only
Okay,
my
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to
They
look at. I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna have to do
between
fucking.
this
Actually,
one
look
and
at
the
scientific
one.
articles.
But I feel like so many
I
people
fucking hate you
miss
guys.
Science. Yeah.
Speaking of which, this
Knowledge.
is ready to be grilled. First, we'll spread out
Even if
some
you
eggs
find
and
it says the
some
other,
mayo. This
otherwise,
looks
I'm still gonna
not
wash my
family
meat.
friendly. 2 slices of monster cheese. Put on a pan with some butter till golden brown. The cheese didn't melt, so we're gonna have to
Wait,
have a
we
little
watched this video
assistance
already.
from the blowtorch.
I think we
This
did.
side, we can't really toast it in the pan, so we're gonna give it the same treatment.
Recently? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's not what. It's like all of you. It's like 90% of chat.
Taste questionable, but this is definitely the best cake we've made on this channel. We're on our way to get some meatball sub, a deli in the West Village. I live on the Lower East Side, so I keep forgetting how nice and fancy other parts of the city are. Like everybody just enjoying
also,
their
like,
day.
sounds
I know that
because this is
popular
a
in this
very
neighborhood,
recent
but it's
video.
hard to catch. This sub
In my
is
house, we
$12, but if you want these 2
clean
slices
like
of
those kitchen
cheese, it's
services. Like we
$2 extra.
Meatball.
scrub and
Meatball
bleach
sub
the
with no
sink
cheese,
regularly.
you know what I mean?
to
Think you
make
might
sure
wanna
that
recount
issue
that?
A
doesn't
napkin costs $1. I always tip
come up.
if I'm
I don't
given
know if
the
everyone
option to, but it's so
does that kind of
difficult
thing,
after
so
seeing the napkin charge. The marinara
it's worth
sauce
keeping in mind
smells
the
like
cross-contamination
instant ramen
thing.
seasoning, like the Indomie one. Flavors are good, but the balls are cold. The bread's so stale, it tastes like it spent the night in my
If you've
grandma's
never
basement.
scrubbed
I'm not
your
gonna
kitchen
rate it
sink
'cause I
with
feel like
bleach, you
they're
should
having
do
an
it.
off day, so it's not fair. But these meat and vegetables
Fairly
have been sitting
regularly.
out for 30 minutes. Now I'm concerned for my health. Next comes the chili feastgate. Hands down the best American sandwich. We're using a recipe.
I say I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna forget it tomorrow.
Which is what's classically served on. Generally harder than a
I'm just
sub,
talking
and
to
it's
chat in
usually
general
cold.
because
But Papa's recipe is
I have a
really
feeling
European.
a
It's
lot
more
of people don't
similar
do
to a
that.
baguette, you'll see what I mean. So half the recipe is 1.5 grams of yeast and 294 grams of water. The water should be around body temperature when you have a fever. 475 grams of bread flour. I don't have that, so I'm using all-purpose. When it's named
Oh, this
all-purpose, I
is
gotta use it
interesting.
for
I'm
all-purpose. It's
I'm
like
looking
Head
at
and Shoulders. It's
local
even got the same color theme going
forum
on. 10
posts,
grams of
and
salt and 6 grams
so
of
last
sugar,
night I was
25
out
grams of
in
extra virgin olive oil.
yeah I
I
was
didn't realize mine is
looking
garlic
I was
flavored,
last night
so
I was
it's gonna
out
have to
pretty
deal
much in
with
the
it.
middle of
Dump the
nowhere
dry
wanting to
ingredients
get
in,
a
whisk in the olive oil,
semester
and
of
then dump in the
photography
yeast
done since
water.
the
You
weather's
gotta
finally
get all
cleared
up in
up
there
and
in
it's
that
a
dough.
luminous
It's gonna
night.
take us a long time to heat. I'm not gonna
And
use a stand
at one
mixer 'cause I
point,
don't
well, I
believe
was
in
hearing fireworks
unnecessary
going off all around me, but I didn't see any. But then I saw this green flare coming out of the
Over and
sky.
rest for
I thought, what the heck? How did
Now
that
it
get
should be
out
a little
here?
more pliable.
Oh.
Just take
And
it out
then
and
realized
slap
a
it
moment
onto the
later,
work
oh,
surface
that was a
and fold it
meteor.
over. They call
Oh,
it
what?
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
supposed to help with
That's
gluten
cool.
Yeah, it was bright green and trailing some.
Also
orange
use a
sparks,
UV
but
light to
yeah.
nuke it.
We'll
Nuke.
cover it back up
What?
for another 15.
I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna use any UV light that's powerful. That's how you hurt yourself.
Actually, Global, you're probably right. I'm not counting the people that agree with me correctly.
But yeah, forum post also. I was the only one to notice that too.
From one end
Mhm.
to the other and do it again. This is how we turn the dough.
That's
Do you manage to snap a picture?
We'll pinch down the ends and then sharpen the edges a little bit. Doesn't really look like hoagie bread at all. It's really a You're supposed to fold it and give it to me.
Why are you using UV light?
Takes a whole day. I'm gonna put this somewhere else.
UV light destroys microbes.
Yeah, like a certain range of blue ultraviolet UV light.
And at this point, I forgot.
What is it killing that? What is it killing that cooking
It
isn't?
damages the cells of living things.
Yeah, but no,
It can
but
also damage you. That's why.
no, but on meat, what is it killing that cooking isn't killing?
We'll spray it intermittently for 3
some
times
bacteria
every 2
can
to 3
survive.
minutes in the beginning.
Yeah, but what on meat? What is it?
Also, I totally
What, the
forgot
UV?
to score it before
Yeah.
it cooks.
UV light damages cells.
No. What bacteria do you need to kill with UV light on meat?
Any that could cause harm to you.
No.
We'll just shake it off and let it cool on the
Okay,
side while we
then I would UV light fucking everything, Sir Double. No, what?
It's my deli slicer. I was
It's
super into
about.
sell cured meat back in 2022, so I got this IM.
Are you asking, like, what specific strains?
So I had to cut this New York strip.
Yeah,
aiming
like
for about an eighth of it.
there's like specific stuff you want to kill.
This slicer actually appeared in
Stuff
one of
that's
my
dangerous,
videos
right?
on this channel. I'm glad you guys never saw it.
I mean, no, just kill it all. I wouldn't be selective with that.
That's actually not a good. That's actually a bad way to go about it. That's how we get like MRSA, right?
We don't have a brittle, so we're using.
Oh, MRSA happens when you don't continue treatment plans.
Or not.
So they
What
get
is it?
exposed to
I don't know if it was
thing enough
MRSA or
times to
something
survive.
else.
The heat now. We don't want to overcook.
The superbugs you're talking about?
The superbugs with
resistant
the
bacteria?
Don't worry, we're gonna get more.
Because
That happens when you don't continue treatment for the duration of it, so you have enough bugs that might survive, and because bacteria has the ability to absorb DNA and constitute themselves and
freshly baked bread. I feel like we
evolve that
shouldn't
way.
toast it. The inside's actually really well cooked. Could be a
The
little
higher
more
risk that they
bubbles.
might
This is
become
my
resistant.
first time making
Yeah, but
fresh
like,
bread.
don't you want to not just use antibacterial?
But we're not using antibacterials kind of things. We're not doing that. We're just destroying them.
Sorry for that.
I like how we talk whatever we talk about, Yoland. Kayla's like on a completely different wavelength.
There's some people that are like that,
Okay, let's give
that
it a
just
taste and
they
rate it 1 to
fixate
10.
on something, and so the conversation moves, and they don't,
What is better
and that's
than
fine.
freshly baked bread?
I actually
Freshly
really
baked
like that
bread
because you know
loaded with
when
steak and cheese.
I'm
I've been
streaming, it
told
gives
that
me
the
like
best
more
cheesecake
talking
only
points
has
to
the
move
cheese
between.
whiz stuff on top of the beef, but the feet smell of the
Or
raw
did you hear
bread
about
takes it to
the
another level.
crypto party
Not
or
that I'm
whatever
into
where
it.
they lit the room with the wrong type of UV light?
Oh, I heard about this. So
I
fucked.
feel like it needs some type of acidity or
It's so
pickles.
fucked
If you're
up.
from Philly, let me know in the comments.
And that's
if you
why
lost respect
I'm
for
not
me.
going to
Maybe
be
you're already
using
dead
that
a
for
long time
complete
ago,
general
but it's
cleaning
so
in my
hard to
house. There is a
carry when your
type
mouth
of setup
full
you
of
can
cheese.
have
This
that
is
some
the best I've
schools
ever
and hospitals
performed
do
with
where
this much meat in my
they
life.
have
So
UV
I'm gonna
light
give it a
pointed
9.9.
that only near the
You guys
ceiling,
know about my
so that
obsession
it
with
only
the Southern
can
culture,
be
so our next
seen
recipe is gonna be
near
a
the
po' boy.
ceiling
It's
where
pretty
no
much
one
just a
is,
lettuce, tomato
and
wrap
it's
with fried
and it's
oysters,
clean the
bacon,
air
or
up
shrimp.
there
I
as
kinda
air
exhausted
cycles throughout the
myself with all
room,
the effort I put
and
into
it's
this silly
safer
cheesecake, so this
because
is
it's
why
not
I'm
going to
gonna
go
make it
into your
as easy
eyes
for
or on
myself
your
as
skin.
possible. I'm gonna just air fry these breaded
But
shrimp
that's
while
not
cutting tomato
common.
slices. I forgot to buy bread for this, so I'm gonna just scoop out the
It's something cool
inside
that
of
we
the
should
Philly
probably
cheesesteak and use it
do
as the
more.
po' boy bread.
I
Po' boy bread.
spaced
Spicy
out.
lemon
What did you
both
say?
sides. We already got some on there, so we're just gonna layer in the
There's
lettuce
a
and
setup
tomatoes.
that
realized
people
these
have done in
shrimp
certain
tails,
countries and certain places in the world
Try
where
not to
the
remove the whole
UV
body
lights
from the
are
crab.
positioned
Just
near the
stuff
ceiling
everything in
and
there,
pointing
close it, and
upwards
it's
so
done.
that it cleans the
Steamy,
air
let's give it a taste.
as it cycles through the room, but only when it gets above a certain point in the room, so that it
If I
can't
didn't
shine
just
in people's
have one of the
eyes,
best
for
sandwiches
example,
of
and
all
cause them
time, I'd be pretty
blindness.
impressed
Does
right
that-
now. But what
does
makes
that
this
work?
sandwich really great is the bread. So I guess
Yeah,
it got
it does.
carried over from the last dish. But considering
It
how
does
good
it
it
out in
was,
schools
I'm
and
gonna give it a
hospitals.
7.5.
Huh.
You set up the room so it doesn't just have mirrored surfaces
What
up
is one
the
New York
ceiling.
Mhm.
me on rye? I've been here for 2 years now. Never
That's the
visited
first time I've heard of
They're
that.
pretty close.
I don't know if I'd want to do that though. Not in a. I don't know if I'd want to do that in a school though. Kids are kids.
I'll have what she's having.
Like
The
imagine
line
a tall
always goes
ceiling
around the
and
block.
the lights
There's
are
never
placed
a
like
time
a
where you
foot
can
from the
just walk in. I
top
found
of
this
the
footage online.
ceiling
This is what they
itself.
specialize
Yeah,
in.
like I
But they
said,
can't
kids are
control it.
fucks.
People just ask them on a piece of bread and eat it like that. This video I took on my phone.
I
Look how
mean-
many people there are.
They have access to power outlets too.
My first time having the Reuben sandwich here. Like my last birthday, the sandwich is loaded with meat. The Reuben
It's
is a thick
gotta
layer of
go.
pastrami with sauerkraut, cheese, and
Jesus.
Big Mac sauce. And this one is a smoked beef tongue sandwich.
Yeah,
my roommate
never-
got because he's insane. So the
never point
difference
UV
between
lights at
this and the
people's
Texas
face,
barbecue we had
ever.
a few weeks ago is that this is cured,
You
marinated,
obviously should be
smoked,
wearing
and then
glasses whenever you
steamed. And the
use a
black outer
UV light.
layer is peppercorn, whereas
They're
the Texas
protective.
one is bark. This is what it looks like
Sunglasses.
after I took a bite, and this is what my roommate did to it. Looks like he had
What?
sex with these
That's a
fingers,
lot
are
of
so bad. I
corned
don't
beef.
understand the appeal. Let's get the tongue
Yeah, I'm not into Reuben sandwiches.
Why are these so big?
Oh my god, that is a lot of tongue. Kind of like my first kiss.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Overall, a great first visit.
Who are the people in here with me? We've got Chernobyl over here on the left, and you got Yulin with the halo. I don't think that's
Our
appropriate.
last recipe is a 3-layered sandwich called the
And there's Sen on the
This is
on
what
the right.
Literally, I'm the one that has been giving you the least shit tonight, and I'm just taking straight.
I love you.
Dirting any additional utensil. The mustard one is gonna be on the side, and the mayo is gonna be on each piece. 2 slices. of
Yulin,
ham and a
just-
slice of
just-
cheese. I'm using Monster.
You're
I
wonderful,
try
but
not to make
like,
the ham
if
pieces
you
so
actually
big,
had a
I
hit,
don't
if
have
you
to
were
put it
actually an
in
angel,
the
you'd
proportional
become
way.
fallen
Keep
on
the
your
cheese
first
set
stream.
perfectly. In the process of layering everything up, I noticed
What
a problem.
the
There are
hell?
3 pieces of bread, and all 3 of them have toppings.
Am I wrong?
Then we
Maybe
need
I'm
a
You know,
fourth
that's a-
piece of
Maybe
bread
I'm
to
just a
close it up, but the
sexy
recipe didn't
angel.
specify which
Usually there's a
topping
pickup
faces
line, but when
food.
Core says it, it sounds so
The only
mean.
way this could work is having the top or bottom
What?
layer really thick. Not the type of thick with 2 C's we made
Did it
before,
hurt
but
when
it's
you
pretty
fell from
impressive.
heaven?
I don't think that's.
Let's see if the Monte Cristo can handle the pressure from my meat press. I just forgot the most important part of the sandwich. Like I mentioned before, this is like
I
a
want
French
something like that
toast,
for
because
my
after
burgers.
stuffing all the ham and cheese in it, we're supposed to dip it in the
What
egg
the
and
fuck?
sugar mixture, and then
The
pan fry the
press?
whole sandwich in butter like what you do to
Yeah.
They're battering up the Reuben sandwich.
Oh, that looks.
What's up with the exposure?
That
Is
looks.
there like a camera person?
That looks like a lot.
I want to try that.
Almost French toast, yeah.
It looks.
Yeah, it is French toast.
You.
I don't know. French
You
toast is
can't.
vanilla.
You can. A quarter of that would be a meal.
Careful either, because we're about to cover the entire top
What?
with powdered
Yeah.
sugar.
Feed a family.
Sugar?
Well, yeah, French toast.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like unfortunately
Just
the
need the
center,
syrup.
along with
That's
the
a
rest
big
of the
chunk of
ingredients,
bread in
did
the
not get
middle.
cooked at all. I think what I should have done is sear it on
It's like
all
a Big
sides
Mac.
till the color's right, put a press on there and throw it into the oven. The sides are looking pretty good. But the powdered
4K
sugar and the
calories?
sticking
I
out
feel like
is
it's more
making
than
me a little
that.
concerned, so let's get to the tasting fast.
Feed a family of 4 with this one sandwich.
The powder is getting everywhere. This is messy.
Is this what Snoop Dogg intended it for? You need a ham and
Oh, it
cheese
is
and
county
some
fair
white
season.
powder.
Time to get my funnel cake pretty soon.
Chopping it down. But
I
overall,
wonder
I'm
if I can
personally
find
a
one.
fan of the sweet and savory thing we got going on here. It's a unique way of eating ham and cheese if you're getting bored of them. It doesn't taste really good here. I'm gonna give it a 5. But I feel like if I cook it right, it can easily get up to an 8.5. Anyways, hope you liked some of these. Sandwiches are really a testament to everybody's creativity. Speaking of which, remember when I asked you guys what you thought of the idea of me
What is that?
testing out YouTubers' cookbook? Well, it's definitely
What the
happening.
hell
I'm
was
excited.
that?
We're gonna learn a lot. So let me know your favorite
What?
cooking YouTube. Let me know your second
It looked like
favorite
he was
cooking YouTuber,
boiling
and I'll
a
go
large
acquire their
pot
cooking back.
full of ground
Oh,
beef.
Thank you.
I looked away for a moment.
It was horrifying.
Ugh, sitting too long.
Wait, actually, wait. Was Yulin as unhinged? No, unhinged isn't the word. Was Yulin as untamed on his first stream?
Nobody knows, because only one person was there.
Oh.
That was paste.
Yeah, I had a good month of like.
Oh, because you didn't tell anybody.
I did. I just told them by rating people.
Is anyone from the person from that first stream still with you?
They weren't even with me back then. They lurked.
Oh, so lurkers are with you, huh, Yoland?
Oh my god. I don't know if they tune in regularly. I don't like check the user list. I was checking it that time because I didn't have a whole lot else to do. But it was Quaddy.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know Quaddy Core.
I don't think I do.
Hmm.
I'm awake now.
They're dumb, but they're very lovable.
You're back to life.
You're not laying down. Ever since you had the cherries that woke you up.
I want to get into making coffee because it looks fun. Like making espressos kind of thing. But it also looks expensive as hell.
Alright, here's a quick story.
Those
Some girl
noises,
just crashed
though.
into me, And some girl just crashed into me, and we both didn't know what to do. So we called our dads, and we're just standing here holding our phones together so our dads can talk to each other.
The dads are married now.
That sounds amazing.
Lewd sound.
I feel like that's the plot to some like mobile ad back in 2007 or something. Just have phones literally talking to each other.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that repeating red monster. I should get back into making desserts. My folks broke the mixer. Yet.
Is the speaker cat not fixed? No, we can't fix the cat. We can't pick it up.
It's life now.
Is Yulin bullying Global? I don't think that's the direction that's going in.
Global's being really nice to me tonight. Today.
Oh.
Probably to make up for putting you at 12 incline.
Well, that was part of the nice part.
Oh. You know, so you could get more trim faster.
Yeah.
Also money.
And you could tunnel sooner. And the money, yeah.
Jiggle.
How do you feel about Souls games, Core?
I like playing them when I'm high or drunk.
Have you played Sekiro?
No. Yulin likes it when I'm high.
Nah, stresses me the fuck out.
That's crazy. Yulin, how long ago was that?
That was like 5 years.
Yulin's traumatized by something that happened 5 years ago.
Well, I remember you being high when you played Elden Ring. I got a few clips out of that.
Where's a smart bird? I don't think
At
she'd
the
do anything
time-
weird.
At the time, I was really fucking stupid, and like, I don't think I looked at view count. I was just like, if you're streaming, this is like a TV station. There's like so many people watching right now.
There's like,
So like, I don't know what your view count.
there's probably
was
like
back
15
then,
people, Yulin.
But like, that was equivalent to like going on national TV and
Oh,
saying that.
really?
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Yulin thought I was exposing him live.
That he had a playlist?
Oh, I guess so. I mean,
Oh,
it's 9:21 now, as well. I'm tired.
I guess it's been fun.
Has it?
We had a good conversation.
I had fun. I progressed my MSQ in Final Fantasy a lot.
God damn it.
What level of quest are you at now?
I'm in post Endwalker.
Oh, that's good stuff though.
Yulin, I do kind of get it because I'm
Logging through
getting that middle of that night art inspiration. I kind of want to work on something. Why does this happen to me? Why can't I have it during the day?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that climax of Endwalker?
Oh, I think the game should have been. I think it was fucking perfect. I think it was awesome. And wrap it up. Let's make another MMO after this, because what could possibly come after Endwalker? But apparently,
Promise you?
it's gonna be 10 more years of content.
I will promise you, the thing that's happening in Dawn Trail, so where I'm at so far, I'm like level 95 Q. It makes sense where they're progressing to.
Well, we'll
thematically.
Yulin doesn't like
Makes
ongoing stories.
I agree with him. It should have ended after Endwalker, but this feels like an epilogue, in a way.
I feel like I'm the only one that's fine with. I'm the only one that's fine with ongoing stories.
I'm cool with ongoing stories. Nothing feels threatening. It just feels like, hey, we're just dicking around. We're just like, who cares?
At a certain
Nothing's
point, the
interesting.
stakes getting raised doesn't really feel like anything.
Mhm.
But that's why like Dawn Trail's a lot more like, oh, we're just doing this thing here. It's a little thing. It's fun.
Imagine it's Destiny 2. You defeat the darkness, and then a ship of Fallen show up, and they're like, taking over a settlement on Earth, and you're like, oh, Fallen. Is there like a big army? Is it like a lot of
Yulin.
them? No, it's just some.
But Yulin, isn't that just like against bad story though?
Huh?
Isn't that like, wouldn't that just be against bad writing?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, it doesn't make sense, so you don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not about it ending then.
I have an example.
I don't get what you're saying.
Like they could feasibly do it well. You're just coming up with a scenario where that doesn't make sense. Or you can't think of a scenario where it would make sense.
I mean, no, I don't think it's bad writing. Because, like, in Final Fantasy, we literally just... What we do is, like, there's nothing that can top it. There's no bigger threat to anything. Without, like, saying, giving you any information, it's like, we fight something on such a scale that is just like, holy moly, there's nothing that will ever be as threatening in this. And then it's just like, okay, now we're gonna go fight this that's like, not that big deal. Like, it's in our backyard, and woo, and it's like...
The way I approach...
How does somebody,
the way I...
literal savior of the universe, feel like there's any stakes to this?
Here's the example. Did you watch Pokemon growing up?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you remember the Ruby Sapphire anime when like they introduced May and they put Ash in a position of like mentor, where he was trying to teach May about Pokemon training because she didn't know anything and she was kind of really terrible at it?
I didn't watch that. I only watched season 1 stuff.
Oh, well, that's what happened in that generation. This Dawn Trail, you are placed in a mentorship kind of position, so it's more about someone else's story and you're helping them through that. And it's done well because the characters are really fun and nice, and the stakes are about those characters that you are learning to care about.
The way that I
you in the world.
When I hear you talk about how we can't ever like top something like this for Endwalker, like the way I think about it is that there's a lot of different ways that you can create stakes for stories, and like power level is one of them. But I think a lot of my favorite stories are like a lot more personal stories, not necessarily just about like disasters and world-ending events. Like Brandon's...
And like those are great stories, but I don't know if they fit in MMO as well.
This one.
You don't know, but
if you don't
I mean,
like the characters they're giving you, you're gonna hate it.
I mean, it remains to be seen then, right? For Dawn Trail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like...
So there's Dawn Trail and then there's Post Endwalker, and I've seen people stream Post Endwalker, so I know a lot of the story beats of that. Here's what it feels like. It feels like Dragon Ball Z. We go to Namek. We stop this dude from collecting the Dragon Balls from their origin planet and wishing for immortality and getting the strength and like life permanence to take over the entire universe. Literally the biggest threat to the known universe that there's ever been. And then we go home, and on our planet where we started, some dude's like, yeah, I built some androids, and they're way stronger than that universe-ending threat that you just dealt with. And there's 2 of them! How you gonna beat these androids? And it's like, why are these stronger than Frieza? How? Just fucking what? And it just feels dumb to me.
Yeah, on a power scaling kind of, if you're thinking about the game as levels, Post Endwalker doesn't make much sense. It's fun in its own way, but it doesn't make much sense if you're thinking about it levels. But I guess I don't really think about the levels as part of the story. I think about the descriptions of the threats as part.
So do they ever portray you as like, yeah, you literally fucking saved the universe, you're gonna whoop this guy? Is the villain like, I don't think I can beat you, like, cause it's you? But
in Post Endwalker or Dawn Trail?
Both.
In Post Endwalker, no, not really, which is a bit of a problem. But the threat itself
is... They can take you?
Yeah, they think they can take you because the thing they're doing ties into the whole Ascian thing. It ties into the first and what you did there. So it's more like a thing like connecting Ishtola's whole desire of being...
Okay, this is getting dangerous. This is getting dangerous.
No, that one's... That one's not.
She's in Stormblood.
Yeah. Ishtola, the cat girl.
Yes, yes, but it's getting dangerous.
Okay, I won't get deeper than that. It ties into all that to kind of like show that she's doing her own thing, and you're caught up in that. In Dawn Trail, yeah, they talk about all the shit you've done, and you're clearly outclassing so much of the stuff here, and it's very fun because of that.
Okay. So like, and a lot of people say that, you know, this is epilogue. This is like after story. This is like, hey, we're going on vacation. But they have 10 years of content planned. And like, we can't do vacation for 10 years. Which means eventually it's going to have to ramp up.
Yeah, well, that's what they said about... I can't finish that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do for the next stuff. I have an idea in my head of what they're going to do, but they could do whatever. I doubt it's going to be 10 years.
You've started it up again, Core. You're going to finish Stormblood. You're going to start Shadowbringers. Hopefully you're going to finish Shadowbringers while you're into it. You're going to see, like, just... like, if they ended at Endwalker, literally no one would be like, this is bad. It is such a perfect place to end. And the only reason people want more is just because they want more content. What I want, I would have wanted like an NGS for Final Fantasy, where it's like, it ends at Endwalker, and then they're doing like a time skip, and maybe some things that were relevant in Final Fantasy 14 that slipped through the cracks.
What if...
become a big deal 1,000 years from now.
What if they...
Engine, give me new combat.
What if it's better though, Yulin? Than that.
What do you mean?
What if the story is better than what you wanted?
Physically and literally impossible.
Yeah, the only thing they can do right now is kind of build. The only thing they can do now is build up to similar stakes as Endwalker. Endwalker is such that the way they set up the stakes there. Is kind of
I don't like it because I can't say anything because I haven't played Endwalker.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Really.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying I can't refute anything Yulin is saying because I haven't played Endwalker.
Yeah.
Well, keep it in mind, and then you can come back and we can talk
Yeah,
about it
okay,
again.
in 3 years,
I have a fucking spreadsheet of like things Core has quoted and like when I can show her stuff.
The fuck?
Like here's something incredible. I can't say that one because she hasn't seen this. I can't see that one because she hasn't seen that. I can't see this one. I can't say this one because she hasn't.
What the fuck is this happening right now?
You know what's really funny? I put the dates that you said these things without including the year, and I should have. I needed to include the year in these.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure most of these you said during Heavensward.
Oh, what? Just theories and shit?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm gonna send
Don't
these
tell me
to
any
you.
of them, but was she right?
I'm gonna send you some of my stuff.
Wait, just say if I've gotten something right. Stroke my ego.
Let's see, I want to see.
No, you've gotten 4 of these right. I've written down 4 things and you've gotten 4 of them right. Because I'm writing the ones that you got right down. Like, you said something incredible, I was like, I'm writing that fucking down. That's good.
Did you clip it?
That's crazy.
What an interesting theory.
No.
That'd be too obvious.
Hang on. Is Chernobyl not in Birds Aloud?
Yes,
no,
yeah.
There you are.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait a minute, I can't see you.
I've been commenting on all the core art.
Look at these. Look at these.
Oh yeah, I can't look. The fuck?
Aren't they incredible?
Oh, that's very good.
Oh,
those are very good.
I probably forgot I said them too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You don't have any years actually. Yeah.
I don't know if these were a year ago or 2 years ago.
I mean, you could probably go. I have the archive. You could probably look.
Oh, that sounds like so much effort.
That is a lot.
Those first three are powerful.
Right? The fourth one, she asked me the thing in quotation marks, and I fucking lied through my teeth and covered my ass with it.
Well, I gotta get through
Yeah,
Stormblood.
yeah.
I gotta get through Stormblood, and people said that the next one's a lot better.
So
Next one's a lot
Heaven's
better. You're in
Ward-
the better half of Stormblood right now.
Heaven's Ward is like really good. Like Heaven's Ward is
Yeah, I like Heaven's Ward.
just great. Stormblood is a step down. It's not bad per se.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to be worse than ARR.
We're never going back to that. We're never going back to that level of quality.
So here's what I've been saying about ARR. I hated it when I first went through it, but then when I was watching people go through it, I was catching things. I was like, now that I have all this like ancillary information about it, I'm like, oh, this is a lot of world building. This is a lot of setup. This is a lot of foreshadowing. This shit's really good. But I needed that extra info to understand that. And so I enjoy watching people go through ARR. Stormblood is a step down from Heaven's Ward. Shadowbringers.
I'm still enjoying. I'm still enjoying Stormblood.
Yeah, Shadowbringers is what people consider peak. I like Endwalker more, but I haven't gone through post Endwalker.
So wait,
Maybe
I'm at.
whole of
What is
Endwalker
it?
knocks down a notch.
I'm at Stormblood, and then it
Mhm.
goes.
And then there's post Stormblood and
post
Shadowbringer.
Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and then what's after Shadowbringers?
Shadowbringers into Endwalker.
Oh wait, really?
Post Endwalker.
Why? I thought there was like one more in between there. I guess.
No.
And
You
then
go from
after
peak to peak.
post Endwalker, where I am, there is
I guess did it take a while for Endwalker to come out?
no
No.
Came out what 2-3 years ago?
2 years ago.
Oh, I guess I thought something happened between there. Weird.
Just post Endwalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the biggest problem in Stormblood to me was just how big some of those zones are. Like, the Red Sea is huge, and when you don't have flying, it's super annoying.
Oh,
Biggest
like
problem with
swimming.
Stormblood to me is
Yeah.
fucking Lise and her dumbass. You know, she gets so preachy with like, why aren't you fighting? The Garleans have taken your homes. They've subjugated your people. And they're like, hey, lady, look, we hear ya. We totally like want to, but like, the guys that did that, they got killed. Life's hard, you know. We're trying to just make it as best we can. Back off. And she's like, oh, you're right. I was insensitive to your hopes and struggles. I myself have escaped this, and I have not dealt with the oppression and persecution that you have. I'm so sorry.
They
I
just
wish
turned
that you
Lise
join
into
us
new
in our fight.
Ophelia.
I wish that you join us in our fight against the Garleans, but I won't trust you anymore. I won't make it any harder for you than you already have. Walk to the next village. Why are none of you resisting? It's like, you motherfucker, we just had a lesson about this.
Been
The
feeling.
maps are huge. They have multiple towns, and every time you go to a town, you have to do the same thing every time.
Every time, Lise just gets so preachy and is like, why aren't you fighting? And then they're like, you don't know our lives, fuck you. And she says sorry, and then you get to a new town and do it all over again. And it's like, what is wrong with you?
I feel like I'm getting the authentic experience right now.
The thing I think that makes the other expansions so much better, well, Shadowbringers at least, is that the zones are smaller.
Oh, I guess the
Just in
Stormblood
general,
zones
the
are
zones
kind of
are
big.
smaller.
Heaven's Sword zones are big too, aren't they?
it's got like one big zone.
Heavensward zones are big,
and
but
empty.
you don't go through all of them. Like, you just go through a set portion of them, and then, like, you know, the big area up north and the big area southwest, you just ignore. That's late game farming stuff.
Like Idleshire is in this area, but the rest of the area is just monsters and a witch.
In Stormblood, they try to make you hit all the places of each zone. And it gets a lot. And then Shadowbringers, the zones are either big but you don't go everywhere, or they're pretty compact. Lakeland is really fucking small.
But it's pretty.
It is pretty. Endwalker, they kind of do the same thing as Heavensward, where it's like there's a lot of the zones, but you basically have key points that you're hitting, which I fucking love.
I say it's more like Stormblood because you have to go to so many of those villages. And you have to do a lot of the same stuff in those villages, and it kind of drags for a bit.
Okay. What was I? I was trying to think of something earlier.
I really like it when you don't hit everything in a zone, because that makes it feel like it feels very video gamey. So World of Warcraft does this, where like you get to a zone and there's like very clearly 4 or 5 sections, and like section 1 is questing hub 1, then section 2 is questing hub 2, and it's very much like you're just going to hit all 5 of them, and you can like see them distinctions on the map before you go to any of them, and I fucking hate that. Whereas in Final Fantasy, you go to a zone, you don't even go to that whole zone. Sometimes you just show up, like, talk to people, and they're like, alright, get the fuck out of here. You got another zone to go to. And that makes it feel way more real to me.
You walk into the zone, you check your Aether compass, you see no Aethers are going to be in here, and you're like, ah, nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's very much like... It's very much like you're going where the story goes, not like, hey, this is a specific place crafted for your leveling.
Yeah. Endwalker's later zones get more tighter. It's just the first couple, to me, just kind of drag, because you're in them a lot for a long time.
Yeah.
And then after that, go back to peak. Yeah, you should do more Heavensward. Or not, Stormblood. So you can get through it.
Huh?
Everything okay?
Yeah. I got distracted.
The question is, do I go out and try to do something tomorrow, or do I just play more Dawn?
I don't think I'm gonna make the Code Geass stuff. I should put that in the Discord chat.
Are you doing a watch along?
But
we've been watching Code Geass.
But the cliffhanger, Eland.
I
know.
I never watched that new one. Was that any good? Do you know?
We haven't we're watching through Code Geass for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in season 1.
Or should I say
That's a good one.
Pizza Hut?
You've seen the Pizza Hut?
You can't not see it.
All the signs, all the delivery boxes.
Cece loves Pizza Hut.
Loves it so much. Just like how Miku loves Domino's.
That's my favorite video. No, not my favorite video. I like that video though. You remember that video, Yolанд?
Miku.
Huh?
The Nick Robinson video about Miku and Domo's out. They flew to Japan.
Flight to Japan.
Yeah, it can be a magical place sometimes. Strange collaboration.
I wanted to say something earlier.
Don't remember?
If you're gonna say if I don't remember it's not important, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm a dentist, and I graduated with 68 other ones. I've met even more in 13 years.
69.
None of us have ever been asked shit about our opinions on toothpaste.
He's not part of the special toothpaste club.
I forget important things all the time.
Florina,
I'm gonna bap you anyways.
In
A bap Archon.
I was gonna say when we first showed up here, this room's like super 80s. Super 80s, 70s. Neat.
I could just tell. I could just smell how musty it is down here, especially in that
Yeah.
bathroom.
Wait a second. This actually a. Oh. Clean up your mess, Yulin. You did it.
No, what? There's no mess in there. Yeah.
What is this?
There's something
Why
on the
am
other
I on it?
That
Huh?
is a Dakimakura.
Why is it
Put
of
your
me?
model on it. Well, so I see it of me.
Oh, is it
Oh.
of when you entered?
Yeah. I actually don't see
But I'm
anything
too
on
short. I'm too short, so I'm only coming up to
Although
here.
The last time I joined, I kind of see it on tourist. Actually, no, never mind. But the last time I joined this world, I was just a pretzel on the ground when it loaded me in.
I expected the fan to do something, guys.
You're in too deep, Corey. You gotta jack out of the Matrix.
Mega Man, jack off, huh?
You can hear it though. That's cool.
That's why I expected it to do
need to
something.
I need to add one of these to my world.
Here,
Doesn't
oh,
think
I
about
have a
that
fan.
for
I
now.
have a fan. I have a fan.
I have a ceiling fan. That's why I can't stretch my arms up when I'm
Oh,
standing.
that's my. Oh, I'm out of
The
tracking.
problem with this time of
I am
year
not.
with the fan is it makes me so dry. It's just like sucks all the water out of me, moisture,
I am not
whatever.
some magical
Move to
girl
Florida,
dealer.
where there's too much moisture in the air.
You can
so
come
you
over.
will never
You
get
can just come over
dehydrated.
here.
Magical girls, okay?
I like the dry.
I am a
It's just
chow.
excessive.
I am an angelic
when I got a fan
chow.
on me.
From Sonic.
I prefer a dry too.
I do not
So in
monkey
the
paw
southeast, they say,
soapbox
yeah, it's hot, but it's a dry heat.
magical girls, okay? Ciao.
I forget what
Oh, I'm not in full body.
lore are we on for Chow now. Does anyone know?
I have no idea what a chow
I'm
is.
sorry, I'm a Sonic nerd. I know too much. I knew about King Pachacamac before the Sonic and
What?
Hedgehog movie mentioned it.
The Sonic
King
Handjob
Pachacamac.
movie?
No, the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, the live action ones, they referenced King Pachacamac.
Huh.
Who's kind of a deep cut character. Not super, but kind of.
This needs to be a Moogle thing, not a Halo. We literally can't do anything about this cat. Look, the only thing we can do is pet it.
You can make it vanish.
I don't think they want it to vanish.
Put it out of its
See,
misery.
What cat? You're just imagining a cat. There's no cat.
Oh, cat AI. Yeah, just
I
turn it
don't
on.
need saving.
Alright, where is it?
What? The button to turn off the cat?
No.
Oh, this is your bed. Oh, it's Harry's
Oh.
room under the stairs.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing here. Just a speaker.
Ice, where are you?
Is there a room over here?
Yeah.
Oh, a laundry basket. Got the old woven ones.
Who put the feed into the bowl? Into the fish tank?
They can feed themselves. You know, when we leave.
Oh, here. Oh. Here, Ice, you get headpats. Alright, good night, guys.
I'm tired.
Bye.
Oh shit.
Look, it's like a home video. Funniest home videos. Is Sen the anime pro tag?
Then will you take on the colorful venture? It doesn't know.
Oh, we haven't used this in a moment.
Nursery rhyme video on here.
Oh, it's low dull, so I can't see it. Mom said
What?
it's my turn to use the computer.
Leaflet's playing Mario Party Leaflet's playing Mario Party Superstars.
She was playing ZZZ a little bit though.
Leaflet is playing Mario Party Superstars right now, and her title is "I don't play this game. Please help." You don't need to know how to play Mario Party.
Loser speak.
What?
Gotta learn to win.
How many gift subs did I get there? Goodness. 1, 2, 3.
Or was it after? I wasn't paying too close attention.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30. That's a lot of gift subs. Oh my god. You guys are crazy.
Commission money.
Either commission money or other stuff I'm working on.
Here you go, Core.
I mean, I guess they could all be considered as commissions, right?
Oh, when you think about it that way, yeah.
An anonymous user gifted
Oh.
a tier 1 sub to Subby
And another one.
Subface.
Subby mix subface. I don't know, I'm trying to. I've been looking into doing more projects, so I'll probably be spending more money on the channel.
That's fine.
So it's not just art, it's gonna be like stuff for the channel. Who the hell do I raid? Here, we can raid Foss.
If you raid Foss, don't stick around long. He's
Oh.
way further than you.
Maybe someone else then? Ugh.
If you raid Koyo, don't stick around long because he's way further. Actually, if you raid Frosty, don't stick around because he's way further than Wade. Actually.
Oh my god, Yulin.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think Sadlights is streaming right now.
Oh, you follow Sad?
Yeah.
What is a caller in here?
He what? What did Sadlights do? Started to stream at 8?
Oh, it's got a little bell too.
Bye bye.